Oh boy. Okay. And I just got a notification that I'm live. Hey, maybe I should hit my little music thing if I can do that. No, I can't find it. There it is. There we go. All right, this is looking weird to start, I know. But trust me, it'll make sense in a second. Hold on, Steve's. Where's Steve? Steve, come here. The pool party is extended. I'm heading back out there. I'm trying not to do the impression of that guy in Florida. Anybody read the news today with that dude in Florida?
69 says hey.
Hey, you're like the first one here. Welcome. There was some dude, 84 years old. I can hear the chat messages. That's one thing working.
3983 says hi. Tam 96
hey,
says
Mateo, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. All that good stuff. I'm heading out to the pool. I hope when I get in, I remembered all the electronics that I'm supposed to remember.
At temp Y2 says Pete is lit.
Yeah, I am live. Hold on, I gotta find the pool. Step, gingerly. I don't want to just go plowing in there. Oh, do I have anything in my pocket? Is there anything in my pocket? No, there's nothing in my pocket.
4978 says hello, P.
What up, Riri? How's it going?
Let's
see, the one thing that I didn't get for today.
Waylon says
Hello.
is it daytime where you're at, and so where are you?
It is.
At Wendy 713 says hello from NorCal. Surf's up here. Valiant X says
Yo,
IP.
I am. Oh, I just smashed my knee. That wasn't a good start. Hello. Hopefully you guys can see me. Ooh, I got
it's 2 a.m. for me.
2 a.m. That is early. Let's see if I can grab my phone. And I may be in and out with the connection to the chat. But I have a backup for that, so don't worry. Ooh, I just walked into the robot, the pool robot.
At Rearinger
Now, you guys
4978 says it's still daylight there. Cool beans.
Yeah, it's still some daylight. We have daylight until about 8 o'clock. What was I going to do? I was going to grab this phone. And now I've got all sorts of phones. And I'm in the pool. Yeah, but the wireless headphone connection isn't exactly killing it today.
And prayers gotta go. Bye, go
hey, that's Danny just dropping in.
Is 69 says it's 10:32. At Parker Eater 4110 says 9:30 p.m. here. At Duck Duke Goose says what's
what
up
time is it
from North
here?
Carolina. How's
It's like
your day?
7:30 here. What's up in North Carolina? It's pretty good. Banana is out doing let's see
at
here.
Terminate 1 says at Parker Eater 4110 me too, bro.
Hold on.
Y-Tube says Pete, why do a lot of people hate you? You're so kind.
What? Do a lot of people hate me? That's not nice to hear. I didn't know that. Dismiss that. NBI. Let's see. I had to switch that off for a second. I think, well, we'll see. We'll see if I can get the chat. The chat is temporarily off. That wasn't, I didn't like hearing that one. It's like, why do so many people hate you? I'm like, geez, I don't know. I didn't know they hated me. I'm going to go over here and get a floaty. I'm not sure if this thing's going to follow me. I was reading the news today. There was some dude, some 84-year-old guy in Florida who is suing the Waffle House because he was outside and he saw their ad for, what was it, a strawberry shortcake waffle? And he tripped and fell and landed right on his face, and he ended up tearing his rotator cuff and doing a whole bunch of damage to himself. And he's suing the Waffle House because he's saying that it was the fault of their advertisement. It was just so amazingly enticing and awesome that he fell. And he's suing them for like $300,000. And I was kind of nervous walking down the stairs, just because I had so much stuff in my hands, and usually I get to pay a little more attention to where I'm going. But fortunately, there were no ads for the Waffle House to make me fall over. That was one of the news stories I came across today. But let me grab one of my phones again and see if I can switch the chat back on. It is called NWI with iPhone. Oh, that's a hi to Joni. So it seems to be working, but my connection to it is kind of crappy. Like, you guys can hear it better than I can, I think. I wonder if it's because I'm in the pool. I wonder if electronics... So I got something in the back of my head that is...
I am Magoo says ouch, but the fault of their ads a silly excuse.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of ridiculous. I was going to get on the...
At Juliana Do for 3,441 says hello.
Hello, what's going on? I was going to get on the Peacock. Where is the
At
Peacock?
BC
Okay,
says
so
hi. Really,
Brooks,
do you mind keeping an eye on this chat room? Matt Honker says
you
went
don't have
right
to.
after stop streaming. I wish I knew. I would have rated you.
Oh, well.
At A Story says, does your
That would
wife
have
pay
been
for
fun
your entire
to have a
lifestyle?
raid done.
How can you work when you're
Oh,
blind?
it broke.
At Dusty says cool.
How can I work when I'm blind?
At
What do you mean, how can I work when I'm
Rearimer4978 says I'll be happy too.
I'm a professional voice actor. I'm very good at my
your
work.
videos, cool stuff. Keep me it up, bro. At Sterling 5
Thanks,
says
just
hi.
for you. I appreciate that.
At Joni BC
Hi,
says thank you so
Sterling
much.
Hike.
At Siller Brown F.
Yeah, and Joni, you don't have to.
At Temp Y2
You don't
says
have to
keep
stick
your
around. You
blind
don't
and
have
deaf, but
to
don't worry, I
monitor the
have
whole
hearing
thing.
aids. At K Hall says
If people aren't being friendly, I'll just yell at them like I've been doing these days.
Whale Vic
Oh,
just
look at that.
at the skateboard.
Hey,
At Temp Y2
did that
says,
say
OMG,
Whale Vic?
Sorry, I said the wrong thing.
Sounded like it said
Audrey
Whale
Oldie says,
Vic,
oh, the blind guy
which is
unboxing.
a pretty funny name. I did not. I did not. Oh, I should have gone. I should have sent Banana down to the UPS store. We have 3 packages down there. I told her we've been very busy, and that's kind of awesome to know that there is the skateboard down there. I'm very excited to get that. But what I was saying before, thank you so much, LT. I appreciate it. It would have been fun to be rated.
At Sterling Fike says, hey,
I'm curious as to.
At Dusty says banana
What I was saying was
Waylon Vic says no, it's
banana. There's a banana.
At the official glitter
Can you
says,
guys see? There's a banana right here.
At Jeffrey Manzo
I am comfy.
8329 says hello Pete, how's it hanging? At Juliana Duper
It's hanging pretty good. Hold on, I'm going to mute the
says
chat
what
for a
time is it?
second
It looks
so
pretty
I can tell
sunny.
you the story.
At GTR for
It
Life
is, well, it's not very
3393
sunny, I
says
don't
what's your
think.
favorite voice you've done?
My favorite voice is my voice. Hold on. Oh,
At
wait,
Janice
there we
Gaming
go. Oh, Waylon. Okay, that's what
2465
that is.
says
I
hey
thought it
blind guy
said
what
whale
is up?
something. Hey, blind
At
guy.
Johnny
I
BC
got a
says
name,
hey
you
y'all.
know. Hold on. Did I mute that? I might have muted that. Okay. So Brooks always says this backyard. We've completely redone this backyard. It's very hard to focus on the chat and try and tell stories. I'm trying to get better at it, but it's a lot. So we've redone this whole backyard. This pool was not here. Banana designed this pool, and if you guys can tell, ooh, super chat. I can hear that.
At MadeJabBrown3983 tip
It's
$5
Matea.
through Super Chat. It's tracking.
Thanks, Matea.
Happy to have caught to your show twice this week. On vacation next week.
Ooh, good for you. Vacation is nice, huh? Getting away. I never get to do that. But that's really cool, and I appreciate your checking in. I appreciate your catching the thing. And I was saying that Banana designed this pool, and I don't know how good this face tracking software is, so I'm afraid to kind of walk too far away. But if you can tell, it's kind of banana shaped, which may or may not have been on purpose. But she really pimped out this backyard, did a nice job. This is a spool, not just a pool. So there's a waterfall behind me. There's jets I could turn on at some point if you guys wanted to experience that for some reason. And it's heated. So right now it's actually 92 degrees in here. But Brooks always says, see, I got to grab I don't know how I'm going to do this and not drop the phone. Brooks always says that the backyard would be more complete if I had peacocks running around back here. But apparently peacocks are hard pets to keep. Not to mention, I think my 2 dogs would have a little bit of a problem with the peacocks. So Banana got me a peacock inflatable, which it doesn't feel like a peacock, but once I get on it, hold on. Yeah, I'm just going to get on it. Let's see how flexible I am. Yeah, that's pretty flexible. Okay, hold on. I'm getting on. Okay, I got so many electronics on my head. I do not want to dunk. Okay, all right, there we go. So apparently, oh no, my hands are wet, and I need to dry them. Oh, Skylar's out here. That was the one thing I did not account for. I did not account for I tried to buy a tripod today, and I wanted to have it like rush delivered here. It did not get here in time. So the phone is literally just sitting, the camera is literally just sitting on the edge of the pool. And I'm really hoping that the dogs don't knock it into the pool. I have 2 iPhones with me. Let me turn the chat back on. MWI/iPhone.
1096 says love it.
There we go.
At the
All
official
right,
glitter
I
says,
turned
oh,
it on.
that's awesome.
Oh, hey,
At
another
Joni
super
BC
chat.
says peacock
At
sound
law
like
underscore
shrieking.
may I
Those be
underscore
babies.
y underscore Corey underscore
At Janice
Cisa
Gaming
tip $5 through Super
2465
Chat.
says no, he
Can
can't.
I come over? I will bring a toddler some drinks in a giant squish Malibu pool lounger and some legally blind fun and mishaps.
I don't know if we need a toddler hanging out in the pool. Toddler fun is I mean, I prefer no toddlers. I'm the big baby around here. I'm the one with the pool toys. Ooh, excuse me. What do I have? I keep doing that. I look around like I'm gonna. I have the strangest instincts. Like I look around like I'm gonna see something. Like there's a pool toy over there somewhere, but I turn my head like it's gonna magically like let itself be known to me.
Can't see anything.
There are some
Lion
pool toys out here.
741 says blind as Ray Charles. At Joni BC says oh wine.
Okay,
He's
I don't know what
completely
that
blind. He
means.
has some light sensitivity, but that's it.
Yeah.
At A Story says if you got your vision back, how come you just want to see a bird? If I got my vision back, I would want to see my wife's beauty.
Well, I feel like you're missing the point.
9426 says HIIU
I can address that. Thank you.
Goose of Knowledge
Also
says
me.
hello to all.
Whoa, what's up, Goose of Knowledge?
At
Goose of
Temp
Knowledge is in
says
here
he's
2
the big
nights in a
baby.
row.
Tam
I am the
96
big
says far
baby. I
behind
like
is
all
a
the
unicorn.
toys.
At Fogwall
oh,
says
that's
just
what's
so
back there.
inspiring, enjoying life more than seeing people. At the official glitter
hold on,
says Jammer Skank 2849 that's so rude to laugh at him for being blind. I know it doesn't hurt his feelings but have some shame. At Matechagrum 3983 says hi Goose of Knowledge.
Shoot. All right,
At
hold on.
Jamis Gaming 2465 says oh sorry.
I'm going to address that. That statement from before. What? So it's the video I posted. I said if I could see again, what would I want to see? And I started the video by saying this bird that everybody's looking at. And I think maybe you get the point. Maybe you're just being cute. You'd say you want to see your wife. Like, yeah, sure. But, like, that's not the... And someone on Facebook actually commented today. They put a really nice comment. They totally got what I was saying. It's not about just, like... if I get my eyesight back, do I want to see Banana's face? Like, yeah. Like, do I want to, like, watch old videos of Superdog or see Steve's face or Skylar's face? Like, yeah, sure. But the reason I said that I wanted to see a bird on the pier that I saw, or that I didn't see, that everybody else did, was because it's not about seeing a particular thing. Like, if I was to get my eyesight back, it wouldn't be about seeing one thing. It would just be about living my life and having everything not be so hard. It's so much more difficult, and it's also, I mean, straight up, honestly, it's so much less enjoyable than it could be, which is kind of why I'm always, like, doing crazy stuff, like taking these big adventures and doing big things and trying to lead this big life, because things like a walk on the pier don't really do it for me. Walk on the beach is nice, I can feel it, I can smell it, thank you for the follow on YouTube. There's a lot of things that I can take, but I'm missing out on so much, on the view, on the sunset, on seeing Banana next to me, seeing other girls on the beach, seeing kids playing on the beach, like all the stuff that everybody else enjoys. Getting my eyesight back wouldn't be about looking at this one thing, and that whole thing, like, would you like it back for a day? Like, I don't think so. Like, that just sounds like torture. Like, get my eyesight back for one day and then go back the next day and be like, oh, now I fully remember what it's like, and this sucks extra. I try to get to the edge, but that's why I said I wanted to see the bird, not because I really want to see a bird, but because it was so mundane. It was just like something that I thought would make the point that, like, seeing a bird would be nice, because it's just part of everyday simple life. Let me go back to the chat if I can
At
put
Hello
that
Fucker
on.
says asking what one thing you'd like to see if you got your sight back is kind of a dumb question, lol. At A Story says, does your wife also ever joke about taking you to dangerous places and then accidentally pushing you off the cliff when she's mad at you? Not sorry, not pushing, just joking around. My wife does that.
No, she doesn't want to get rid of me.
That it comes easy to understand messages that fast. At
We're not going fast. These ones are pretty slow.
Says, hopefully you are having a good day.
I am having a
for Life
good day. I did some really...
3393 says, what was your favorite voice acting gig that you've done?
I feel like I answer that one a lot. I don't know if I should answer it every time. What up, Dank MF Angel?
7978 says that's what other people don't understand about disabilities in general, is that they make life more difficult and less enjoyable.
Noises.
Like you can make up for things and overcome stuff, but it's hard.
All that, definitely.
At Johnny BC says A Stories. You're one more comment away from being removed.
Uh-oh. Someone's getting threatened, and Joni takes that stuff seriously.
Gaming 2465 says, sorry, I don't know your name. Waylongic says you make me feel better about being visually impaired.
What platform are you watching me on that my name isn't
from North
there?
Carolina.
Hey, what up in North Carolina? Brooks is just there. He said it's hot as nuts over there right now.
Says, hey, Magoo. At Ririmer 4978 says, Terry and I just lifted you up in prayer for complete visual healing, as nothing is too big for God. Amen.
Well,
the Goose
hey,
of Knowledge
if you
says,
could
I
do
do
that for me, that'd be pretty great.
Stay longer. I hope I'll have light in
Bye,
your life.
G of K,
So, good day and
Goose
night
of
to all.
Knowledge.
At Barbara Galleyway says, hello.
I don't know what that is, but it sounded very cool.
Says sub just stopping by
Some-
Adrian. Good luck.
Oh, is that a
Stanley
sub? I think someone just
7611
gifted a sub or
says hi.
something like that. That's all the
Janice
excitement
Gaming
going on over on Twitch making that
2465
noise.
says YouTube. Matt Honker says
If you're
raid.
following me on YouTube,
I am
my
Amigo says
it's a
raid.
raid. Okay,
At
cool.
Chris Flows
All right, let's.
1242
So everybody,
says hello
go
from Texas.
over to
At
Twitch
Stanley
right now and do.
7611 says
Oh wait,
I'm
no,
in
the
North
raid.
Carolina.
That's not. That's not. I was thinking it was
At
something
Devin
else. The
Hodges
raid
U7L
means someone
says,
else
"Can you
just sent
swim?"
a bunch of people to me. So
At
that's
Southern
pretty.
14
Can I
says it is
swim?
At
It would be pretty messed up if I.
1318 says, is your voice in the audiobook Bible NIV? It really sounded like you. At Devin Hodges U7L says amazing.
What up,
At
Devin
Johnny BC
Hodges?
says, yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm not
try and
playing rude
answer all
comments
that
bring
stuff
down
if
the
I can
entire
remember all at
community.
once.
At
Yeah,
Blueskilla
they do.
7978 says, I love seeing your reactions to the comments.
Well,
Waymonbic says, amen,
you can
nothing is
also
too big for God.
see that. Hold on, I gotta mute him first. Oh, Sam Shaker. That sounded like a new one. I wonder. First of all, I'm mildly curious as to whether or not I'm in the frame because of this auto face tracking software. I did, like last time I did this, I was sitting on the duck, and when it got dark, like my face was totally obscured by the duck that was in front of me. This time I have lights in front of me in the pool. They're all along here. I can't see them yet. When it's like, and this is, I did a short about it. When it gets like completely dark and a light comes on, I can detect that there's like some light. You know, someone on Instagram was like, "Hallelujah, he's cured. He can see light, so he's not blind." And I literally just wrote back, I'm like, "Don't be a dick." Like, you know, like I was very careful about when I decided to start using the word blind, telling people I was blind. Like I was always, you know, when I was younger, it was like I got bad eyesight. And then as it got worse, I told people that I was legally blind. And then when it was about this, two things happened. I stopped being able to walk down the street on my own. There's Steve. And, you know, safely couldn't navigate my way down the street. And then I lost my own face in the mirror. For a long time, even my eyes were pretty crappy. I could get like right up into the mirror and I was like, there's face, but it was like a cartoon face, meaning there was like no lines, no eyelashes, like I could kind of see it. And when I lost all that, like I lost everything, that's when I started saying I was blind. Like I can't see anything of use. Like the camera is, I'm doing a pretty good job of keeping my orientation because I can hear my pump. So the pump that's running the pool is kind of half the reason I turned it on. It's over there, which means that the camera should be right there. So yeah, as long as I have something to hear, I can orient myself. Same thing like when I'm walking on the beach. People are like, how do you know which way is west? That's where the ocean is. Hey, thanks for the follow on YouTube. So yeah, that person was like, you can see light. That means that you're not blind. And like, yeah, it could be worse. Like, it can always be worse. Like I could have no ability to detect any light. I could have no eyeballs. I could have no visual cortex. And I'm thankful for the fact that I can detect light, but it's not, sometimes it's hard to explain. Like it's not something that helps me read anything, see anything, navigate anything, do anything. It's just light. And I'm not in the dark, and that's great. But it's you know, I felt like that comment on Instagram yesterday, someone being like, so you're not blind. I'm like, you're not really getting it.
Says Wayland, he works
Pop back
during the
onto
day,
the
so
chat
he
there.
usually doesn't do a live, but you can watch videos of his on YouTube.
You can.
Pilot
There's just
PPQ5N says,
13
look
or
in your front
1,400
yard.
videos.
At Rearimer
Wow, don't be a
4978 says, you got it. The camera is exactly
I
where
got-
you pointed to.
Wow,
At Oblivion
nice.
Draco
All
says
right.
you are in frame and actually pretty centered even.
All
At the
right.
Toy
Hey,
Collector
that's
of
good.
Skill 6428 says, did you hear YouTube has a new message feature? At Michelamocha 1318 says, what is your favorite implement in the gym? At
I
Atlantic
did
Coast Gal
find
Gaming says,
out-
has Banana learned new skills because you want to do things and she has to be your eyes? Milletary
No.
409 says, hello.
That's another misconception. People are like, does your wife do your YouTube channel for you? Does she help you out doing voice acting? No, I am 100% self-sufficient, and I've set my life up that way on purpose. Like everything I do on my own. Like if I was just, you guys, the amount of things that I do, if I was putting it on other people, Banana would just become an employee. Like I just narrated after writing my 4th novel, which sometimes appears on the screen. I'm not sure if it's this outside view, but I've written 4 novels by myself. I didn't have Banana type it. I didn't have her proofread it. I didn't have her do anything. I wrote them all by myself, spell checked them by myself, and narrated them by myself. All my voiceover work, I narrate everything, all 50 sessions a day, 60, 70, 80 sessions a day, however many there are. People email me. I put in an earpiece just like this one. I read it. I go into the next room. I edit it. I send it off. And same thing with YouTube. This is why, like, you know, if you were watching last night, Banana started screwing with the studio, and I did not want her doing that, because if she messed something up, or if Brooke messed something up, they don't know how to fix it, because they didn't set it up. I've set up the entire studio. I edit all my own videos. Everything I've done on my own, and that was part of the point. That's part of the point of this whole channel, and part of, you know, showing myself, like, okay, I'm blind, I've lost my eyesight, but I'm still going to be a value contributing member to society. I'm still going to be able to create. I'm a creator by nature. Like, I love making stuff. I love putting out art. You know, all the music I did, I wrote that, I sung it, I fully produced it by myself. And I just wanted to show that I'm fully self-sufficient. And that's another one. I feel like I'm just like half grumpy all the time these days, because people are like, well, I'm sure your wife does it for you. It's like, no, she does not. And that's the point. Like, you know, sure, we lean on each other for things here and there, but I don't think anything more than a normal, fully sighted couple would do, because I run my own business and she does her own thing. You know, she's a nanny and I'm a voice actor, and we're like a really good team together. But no, she hasn't had to learn anything new because of me. The only thing I think she's had to learn because of YouTube is to be comfortable having a camera in her face all the time, which in the beginning she was not super psyched about. She just, you know, wanted to make sure she looked a certain way, or just wasn't, you know, ready for it. And then eventually she just kind of gave in. She's like, fine, camera's on when the camera's on. But, you know, I edit this stuff, so it's not like I'm going to make her look bad in any of the edits. Let's go back over there, see if the chat.
At Joni VC says thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Hey, Joni, do we have anybody watching tonight?
When I hear IT. Just kidding. I know you are a real band.
I covered. Did you know that I covered Rammstein?
Should be in it.
Du hast.
At
Du
Miss
hast
Kulowski
nicht.
says I
Du
don't
hast mich
understand the story
gefragt.
behind Banana.
Du hast mich gefragt.
At
Du
Atlanta
hast mich
Coastal Cleaning
gefragt
says
und
what
ich
about
hab
when things
nichts
are not accessible and she
gesagt.
has to click things. At Thiglin Husband says
What's
I work
not
at a bank and I
accessible?
bring in money. My wife rent her own company, also works at a restaurant. We put our money together and then we live life. I have my strength, she has hers, like he said.
Yeah,
At Josh
yeah, but so you're saying, what if things are not like what do you think? What can I not do these days? Like what do you think I can't do that I need her to do? Like in the very, very, very beginning, we have some touch screen equipment in the kitchen over there. I've got a microwave that's completely touchscreen. And so what I had her do is I had her put a little bubble sticker on the cancel button and a bubble sticker on the 5 button. So then I just feel for the 5, and I know the 1, 2, and 3 are above that. The 5 is the 5, so I can set the time, and then the start button is above the cancel, so I hit go. We have like a smart home, but it all runs through my iPhone, and I can hear that through text to speech. I'm trying to think of what you think I wouldn't be able to do on my own that I absolutely need her for. Like even, you know, like she goes through the mail because it's one of the things she does, but she doesn't need to. I can open up all my mail and I can use ClaroSpeak or Seeing AI, or I can use, you know, the AI features. I can have it read my mail. With technology and some willingness to put in the effort and not giving up and not just, you know, going on you know, government paychecks, I guess. I'd say a blind person can do pretty much anything they want, and that includes not being a burden to the person they're with. What is that noise? This is the strangest noise just happening. What? Did something fall in the pool?
At Joni
This
BC
thing,
says
you know
Steve
what?
is a busy guy tonight.
See, yes, there's a lot. In the evening, there's like a lot of... What is making that noise? I hear it coming from over here, but I don't know what it is. Can you? You
At
guys
Creamy
probably can't hear it,
1988
but-
says, brother, you do things I can't do and I can see.
Well,
Waylonvik says I'm
I
13 still in
like
school
to
and my
challenge
visual aid
myself.
said that seeing AI wasn't the best app. But how was it for you?
I mean, it's not the
At
best
Joni
app,
BC says
but,
the stream
you know,
hasn't
you
been
use-
going long. At Creamy
You use the-
1988 says Dusty.
The stream hasn't been going long, or hasn't been going well. Sound like you said long. I feel like I've been in here for like 20 minutes or so. I like to just come on and say
At
hi.
Jaws Favorita Historical
You know.
I says hello P.
I like to be productive. Can you guys see? Can you guys see the the like peacock feathers behind me? Is that the point of this thing? Like I don't even know what this part is.
Says I am not discrediting you. Don't take it personal. How about you ask Banana?
Hey, there's a super chat.
At law_may_y_curry_c said $5 through super chat. People stop asking stupid questions. Pickle you your kumquat. Don't be a kumquat eating twat waffler.
Whoa, that one. I think that let a bad word through. A kumquat eating tea waffler. Oh, let's see. I'm getting a message. Oh, hey. I mean, that's not bad. Joni says 87 is the high and vertical. Look at that. I ask a question, get an answer. Joni, I feel like I wish that we had met up when you were out here because I feel like I owe you. You do such a good job moderating the chat and keeping me informed and let me know when I accidentally leave Twitch on. I don't know if anybody caught that like a month or so ago. I left Twitch on for a while. I hope we weren't doing like we turned it off, but it wasn't off. I wonder if anything was going on that night. I gotta get off this thing. I gotta tell you, it seems like it might be comfortable and fun.
Says, do you know the banana knock joke? At
No, I don't know the banana knock
JWBRDKLLRYC
joke.
says, hey P, those feathers make your eyes
Hey.
literally up, lol. At Dusty
They
says
make my
that did let a
eyes
bad
up?
word through. At
Yeah,
Laos
that's
Federina
kinda funny,
Historical I
right?
says nothing better than a late night swim in summer. At
Yeah,
Freddy Arias
feels
Q2G
good.
says what y'all feel about green beans. At
Green beans are gross. I get
4963 says
mad
moo
at
to
green
you.
beans.
At
Moo
Rarimer
to you
4978
too.
says there is Steve.
Hold on.
At
Yeah,
Johnny
the
DC
Steve-
says
I
Connor
hear him
is
walking
completely
around.
blind. Angel 420 says sorry.
Hold on. I gotta take that. So I gotta explain. This thing, it's like fun. It would be comfortable to sit on. Maybe if I like leaned. Oh, hold on. I got another message from Joni just as I put the thing down. That's she can get directly to me, but only if I'm holding the phone.
I'll be out again in about a month or so. Dismiss.
All right, so Joni will be out again in a month or so, and I can properly thank you then. So this thing, gotta say, it is like right up my crotch. And I forgot to take out the pool cleaning robot too. I suppose I could have done that, made it a little cleaner. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, I got to get off of this thing because I'd like to have my voice at this level tomorrow. I don't want to wake up in the morning and be like tonight on CBS because I had this thing going up my groin all night. Now the trick is getting out of here without having. So I got a wireless microphone over here. I got a wireless earpiece here, and the back of my head is the earpiece receiver. And I definitely don't want to get any of that wet. So can I get out of I'm probably going to have to go out of frame. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, it feels a lot better. Now my voice just got a lot deeper. What did I just hit over here? What is this? This is oh, I know this one. It's a bumblebee. It's the bumblebee. Now I got to find my phone again. I did get my hands wet, so it's going to be difficult to tap the buttons. Yeah, that's why I got paper towels here. And
Sound much better. We need you to stop up in Idaho, do some shooting at the range. Love. Fordman
Ooh, I haven't been to the
3210
range in
says
a
just
while.
curious what time zone is Pete in.
I'm in
Raymond says you
Pacific.
never left frame because the face tracking is on and working.
Ah, that
Joey
is
BC
cool.
says thank you. I'm trying bouncing between chat rooms is tricky.
I what is happening now? Oh, you know what that is? I think I know what that is. Remember I told you before I ordered a tripod so that the camera isn't just sitting on the ground?
says the face tracking followed you the whole way. You never left frame. That's great.
That's really cool. I wish
what
I
did I do wrong?
I wish I could give you the name. What is making this noise over here? I wish I could give you the name of the face tracking
Brown 2019
unit that
says
I
it's
bought.
here. At Creamy
Yeah,
1988
so
says
the
you're
tripod
welcome,
that I
Joey.
ordered.
Jumping between chat rooms cannot be easy on
that's what's
itself, but with the
happening.
added aspect.
Aha!
The musical Raven
This is
says hello.
broken.
How are you at?
That's what it is.
At
There's
Johnny
a.
BC
I
says
can
y'all would
feel
have
it.
hated my dinner. Bean and pasta salad, 5 types of beans. At
Can you?
Creamy
You
1988 says
can't speak.
At
So-
the husband says you didn't answer the question about driving places or mowing the lawn. Do you do those things? Well, I mean, I clearly know you don't. At Rearimer 4978 says
Well, I
hi,
feel
Johnny.
like you're being
I'm on the horizontal.
combative for some
At the
reason. Do I
Republic of
drive
Tree says hi,
places
man.
or mow the lawn?
At
Hold
Rearimer
on, I can answer that.
4978 says, but I both up.
Do I drive places or mow the lawn? Well, what I did is I bought a $3 million house in San Diego, if you want to get in my face about it, and I hired a lawn service to take care of everything out here. And neither I or Banana have to take care of our yard because I pay to have that done, which was part of my plan. I knew if I was going to be blind, if I was going to have some disadvantages, and if there were some things that I wasn't going to be able to do, my plan was not to marry someone to do that stuff for me. My plan was to be successful enough and have enough resources and be able to take care of myself in that way. So yes, $3 million house by the beach, and I have a lawn service, and I have cleaning ladies, and I have a pool boy, and driving places. I mean, I don't think anybody needs to do that anymore. If I need groceries, I have them delivered. We get takeout, I have that delivered. There's DoorDash, there's Instacart, and if we are going somewhere, I will oftentimes hire a car service. You've watched some of my videos where we go to red carpet events and we have a limo come to the house and take us there. Like, I generally don't like going there. I feel like that comes off kind of snitty, but the tone of your comment and the fact that you kept repeatedly asking what things can't I do that my wife has to do, that's the answer you get. If you want to know. If you really want to know. Hold on. Yeah, that was my tripod getting delivered.
4,978 says Peach,
I
you deserve
like
it.
to think
Heck
of
yeah.
myself
Terry
as-
and I just hired a guy to mow our lawn. At
Yeah,
Blaze Musician
there's-
says, what do you do in your free time apart from surfing? At the Republic
This is my
of Tree
free
says, would you
time.
like to join the Republic of Tree?
In
Raymond
my
says,
free
how much does
time,
voice acting pay? At Creamy
Well, it all depends how
1988
good you
says that
are.
has to be like Joni, still good work.
you know,
1096
how much
says
does any
his
job
attitude is
pay?
impressive. Love it.
Well,
Amber Magoo
I
says,
don't-
I
I don't
want
like
to say
going
something
there,
snarky when
but I-
silly combative people say things, but Pete is able to handle things. At Literalithafloor
I mean,
5431 says bros in the wet again. Very characteristic
I'm
of
gonna-
him. IDK much about him
I'm gonna-
except that he surfs IDK. What else to comment?
I'm going to feel
At
kind of bad
Melodivan
about that later this evening,
7666 says hi.
going at
Nicola
someone like
S6N
that.
says
But
hi.
I just, you know,
At
people,
Reef
I feel like people,
9242 says
well, I
that
feel like
guy's
a
an
lot of
asshole.
comments are happening.
J2
Alright.
Rich 2 says the legend on TikTok. At the
On
Blinkist says sorry
TikTok,
for
I
the
love
rest of us
that.
99% blind people, we can find jobs but not all of us can be that rich. So you have to keep that in mind when you say you're completely self-sufficient, your money makes it so.
Yeah,
At Stuart
that was the point.
4748 says good on
That was the so nobody. And here's the thing people keep missing. I think nobody handed me that money. Like I've never gotten any money. I didn't have a trust fund. My parents didn't set me up with cash. I knew from a young age I was going to be losing my eyesight, and I knew as I got older I was going to need to be able to pay for certain things. And so for me, and Brooks and I talked about this, I kind of hate going down this path. Like, I feel like kind of crappy talking about this stuff. Like, I don't want it to be about money, but it was part of my coping. You know, like some people I know that are blind went to a blind school and they've had orientation and mobility training and they learned to be good at being blind. What I did is I picked a profession that I felt like if I worked at it long enough and I got good enough at it, it had an extraordinarily high ceiling. You know, I was making well into the six figures range when I was working in radio and had a stable job there. But being blind and trying to live the life that I want to live is extraordinarily expensive. And I needed a much higher ceiling. So I left radio because voiceovers, if you get to be one of the best and you work really, really, really hard, it's got a very high ceiling. And that was all extraordinarily intentional. And I did it to the detriment of other relationships. I've always worked, you know, 6A to 7P, 9P, 10P. You know, a lot of times I've straight up blown up relationships by not being available. But I had this goal in mind. I wanted to be fully self-sufficient, and if that meant, you know, having a credit card at my disposal when I needed to have something done, like hire a limo or a lawn service or something like that. It was very, 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 very intentional. And I worked very, very hard in a million different aspects of my life. And I'm actually really excited. I think in the next week or two, I'm launching another company. Like, I've been working on it for a year and I haven't told anybody online about it. But I'm super excited about this company. It's something I think you guys are going to enjoy. But yeah, I'm always working on that next thing because that's what helps me live the life that I enjoy living. God, I've been on this talking about money for like 20 minutes now. I don't like doing that. I don't want to do that. But it's, you know, maybe I should be proud. Maybe I should be proud of the fact that I've worked so hard because it was, like I said, it wasn't handed to me. Okay, someone telling me they just heard me on TV. Cool.
1988 says
geez.
apparently there are other people
Yeah,
that are
the
snarky
tripod
and
is
just
here.
jealous because of talents that Pete has despite being blind. At JWBRDKLLRYC says sometimes I can understand how being black blind would be better. Ideal W cerebral polyopia or bud vision, roughly 80 separate visual screens, also CIR, radio, UV and some separate electrical.
That was a lot of stuff.
11 says at Court Ricky he made all that money from his career, not YouTube. He's a famous voice actor.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't gotten anything from
says
YouTube.
What was your favorite video or live stream to make?
All I've done is spend money on YouTube.
At Atlantic
Yeah, there is no such thing as implants.
At the Republic of Tree says would you like to join the Republic of Tree?
All right, with
at
the
Creamy
Republic of Tree
1988
person,
says
keep
Pete has
saying
obviously put in work on what he has and what he has gained. At Leaf 9242 says I think you have the right attitude about money.
You
at
do?
Mirimer 4978 says Terry and I are retired and making way more than we did working 9-5. Crazy but true. At Historic Beef says morning Pete. At Creamy 1988 says Pete can literally.
There we go. I forget what I had to mute that because I was going to answer something. I can't remember what it was. First of all, the heat just came on, and it's coming out of there's jets in the bottom of this thing as well, and the heat comes out on my feet, so that feels pretty good right now. I want to change the topic for money because, I mean, Brooks, we talked about, that's what someone was asking me, my favorite live stream to do. I don't know. Well, this might be one of my favorite ones because I'm in the pool just chilling. Like, this isn't so bad. But the favorite video that I did, it got like no views. It was so funny. But Banana was out of town. She was in Boston, and I decided to rent, 3 jet skis for me and Brooks and Nisha and Josh. Oh, so it was 2 jet skis. And because I'd heard of this thing called step-offs, where you ride a jet ski holding a surfboard out to the side, and the jet ski driver gets you into the position of where the wave is. And I thought stepping off, I thought it meant you like literally step onto the board so you're in the standing position, because it's called step-offs. But you actually just jump off the jet ski onto your stomach, get into the position of the wave, and then you stand up and ride the wave. And I think the video is on YouTube called "Can a Blind Guy Learn to Step Off?" or something like that. And we went out to we rode the jet skis to past a military base, and it was damn near. I thought it was the first like 2 or 3 times I tried. I'm like, this is gonna be impossible because I had no orientation. Usually when I paddle out, like I said, I'm good at like locking into locations. I can spin around in a circle and still know which way I started usually, and that's why when I surf, I can paddle out and go, okay, I'm pretty sure I have a good sense of where the shore is behind me. But when I was doing the step-offs, I had no orientation. I kept telling people, like, I feel like I'm in outer space. I feel like I'm just jumping into space. And finally, I just listened and trusted my jet ski driver. I think it was Brooks that got me into this amazing, incredible wave, and I felt that I was on it, and I rode the thing forever. And it was such a fun experience. And at the end, everybody has GoPros when they're out with me. They're all recording, and I listened to it all afterwards. And I heard Nisha saying, she's like, I have such cool friends. And that made me smile because she had a good time. We were all out there driving jet skis. I got to drive the jet ski, and I got to do the step-offs. It was just a really good time. So I think that might have been one of my favorite videos to make. But it only got like 2,000 views total. That one, I'll give you another one in a minute.
01 says hello.
Switch back to the...
At Call Necrosiddle says, how does one read the chat? Genuine question.
Just like that.
Says, what's the video's title?
I think it's can a blind guy learn to step off? I think if you go to YouTube and you type in like blind surfer step
it's such a major boon to be charismatic, being able to spin a story to people so they understand the struggle of disabled life. At Creamy. At the Republic of Tree says, my bad P.
What? I forget what you did. I'm easy to forgive because I don't remember what people did.
Sunrose 8 says, have you ever done foil surfing? It's like a surfboard on stilts.
No, I haven't done that because I'm afraid it's going to cut my head off. I feel like that could be kind of dangerous because those blades at the bottom of the foil are very, very, very sharp. I know the people that do those things, they like surf with helmets on.
Clips on the glasses and it can read barcodes, read text, and recognize faces. It's a steep price, but it is great. It is called the Orcam My Eye. Soft Monkey says set high.
Ugh. Those people, they tried to get me to promote their thing, and I'm just like, this is stupid. I mean, it doesn't do anything that my iPhone doesn't. And I get, it's hands-free, but also now I have the...
Lives, dude.
Thank you, appreciate that. I love doing the lives. I have the Meta glasses now. I have two different pairs of them. I have the Ray-Bans and the Oakley Vanguards, and those can do all that stuff now too. I mean, there's a lot of technology, just whatever you're comfortable with. I guess I'm just annoyed with.
How are you?
What's up, B? Is there a B? There is a B.
Dusty
There's a
says
B
that's
right
my way
here.
of asking if you have a good charisma tip.
Oh, just
At the
be
Republic of Tree
comfortable.
says I kept saying the same thing over again, but sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Priscilla
okay.
says so. At one point, someone explained that the POV of a blind person is just a bit of light and basically nothing. Is that accurate?
How do you
At the
have
husband
charisma?
says, have you gone on
Hold
vacations completely by yourself? I went on a few cruises by myself and found it to be extremely
no.
rewarding experiences.
No, I have not. I don't want to go on vacation by myself. I already spend enough time away from Banana working in the studio and stuff. I feel like if I had the opportunity to go on vacation, I would want to go with her. The person who was asking about like tips on charisma, I don't know, man. I've cultivated comfort behind a camera for years. I was talking about this a little bit last night. I didn't have a lot of success as a stand-up comedian. I wasn't willing to put in the time to travel to go to do a whole bunch of things, but I learned, and I got to learn from some really good comics and some really, really successful people. And they taught me how to sit in the silence, when you do a good joke. To let the joke land and let people laugh at it. And then sometimes, even if you don't get the laugh right away, who's good at this was Norm Macdonald. He'd let the joke sit there, and then it would start to grow in people's heads, and the uncomfortableness of it might make them laugh. So sometimes you just got to learn pacing. You have to. Like there's days when I sit down in front of the camera and I'm happy most days, but not every day. But you gotta pop into that you gotta pop into that booth and just put on a smile. And the fun thing about that is, if you put on a smile, it actually genuinely makes you feel a little bit better. So I don't know how to teach someone to be charismatic, but sticking myself in front of cameras and voice acting and doing stand-up comedy. I mean, I learned how to be charismatic as a lead singer of a band. Like that was one presence, like a presence of a singer. There's kind of like the rock star attitude you're supposed to bring to that, and then the charisma or the attitude that you bring to being a comedian is totally different. And then a voice actor, you have to be a chameleon, bring all sorts of different things to the table. And then YouTube is another form of acting. You put them all together, and you come up with some sort of a personality. Is it even me anymore? Or am I just acting all the time? I don't know. MWI with iPhone. I keep saying it.
Gammerx 2000 says said hi.
Said hi. I wonder which platform that's on. Someone told me that there's a platform where there's a button that you click at it, or you click it and it's saying hi. Like you click the button and it says hi. So the way my text to speech reads it, it said hi.
Says, can you do your best voice impression?
I don't do impressions. Where is the? You guys told me that there was a unicorn. Oh, it's the unicorn's out of the pool. I think I put it somewhere. I remember where it was. Should be right over here. Oh, there we go. Unicorn. Oh crap! Did I kill?
Athlete 9242 says it's YouTube.
It is. Oh, okay. Oh, YouTube has the button that does the said hi.
Says
That's
he
kind of
doesn't do
funny.
impressions. At
I
King
do
Princess
not do
1337 says hi Pete smiling face.
I like King Princess. That's a good name. Leaves me wondering who's on the other side of that one. Is it a king or a princess? Or is it King Princess? Is it what's princess? What's the princess from
1988 says Joni. I think I love Joni.
Super Mario? Is that Princess Peach
At
or Princess P?
says, yeah.
I always
YouTube
forget.
lets you send said hi by pressing a button when you first join.
This noise
At
is going to drive me
1988
nuts.
says there's good people in this chat.
There's always, there's general. I was going to say there's always
At
good
Dusty
people in
says
the
thanks
chat.
at Creamy. And P. I think I do need to get more comfortable in silence. In my grandparents I would talk for hours, there was never silence. Maybe my thing, I gotta toggle my rambling better. At Datus Fungi says hello. Fortnite
I definitely ramble.
3210 says it is Peach.
I'm going to have
Sunrose 8 says,
okay,
is it
Princess
getting darker
Peach.
already?
I
At
think it
Edwin
is. What
Bisman
did I
says,
do
I
with
hear
the
your
paper
voice on Fox
towels?
News all the time. Was that a hard gig to get? Did you reach out to them or do they reach out to you because of your fame from Transformers and other media?
Oh, no,
I am
no,
Mickey
no.
says
I have no
Princess Peach.
fame.
At
Princess
Dimos
Peach.
Sanford Spicky says, hey, IHRU. At Celestica says,
Hold on,
Princess
I'm
Peach.
going to address that.
And
then I got to look for some paper towels somewhere. So regarding that, what did I do with the paper towels? Oh, I just found them. No one in the voiceover world. First of all, you're backwards. I've been doing voiceovers way before I was doing social media. I built up my base and became a successful voice actor way before I started doing YouTube. I started YouTube in 2020. I was already full-time successful voice actor at that point, and I've literally never had anybody ever reach out to me and be like, hey, we're a network, we're a movie, we're a major brand, and you're on YouTube. Like, that
At law
doesn't
underscore
happen.
may I underscore y underscore query underscore CISA tip $3.69 through super chat.
$3.69.
Would love to see you on a drop tower / coaster.
What's a drop tower? I don't even know what that is. Roller coaster. There's a video of me riding a roller coaster. It's a short. It says, "Can a blind guy ride a roller coaster?" or something like that. I have done that. Yeah, I mean, my job every day. Like, there's no. Actually, I kind of got myself off topic because of my fame of Transformers. No. Also that, like, that doesn't matter. It's not voiceover business. Is every job I get I have to audition for. Like, I've never been called up and been like, hey, you had a big gig, or hey, you had some fame or recognition from something that you did before, like, this job is yours. Like, that's A-list movie people. That's like, you know, Ryan Reynolds, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, or whoever the popular ones are these days. I always reference people that I like watched when I had some vision left. But every job I get, including the one you referenced, was audition after audition after audition after audition, going up against, you know, other top-notch voice actors, and just hoping that your voice fits the bill. I spend as much time auditioning for new work every day as I do doing the work that I've currently got. Like, that's the kind of business it is. I don't think you ever get to a point as a voice actor where you just have, like, jobs rolling in. I mean, maybe there's a couple guys out there, but it's that would be a rarefied air spot to be in. Did I finally break it? I think I might have broken it. Uh-oh. Is it not switching? I think that I was not able to get it back. I knew it was going to happen one of these times.
That is Fungi says at the peaceful artist bad typo placement.
I wonder what you wrote. I get a lot of mishears from text-to-speech when you're trying to, like, say
drop tower
something.
is the thing that takes you up high, holds you there for a minute, and then drops you from the top. Matt Honker says next time give an earlier notification you are steaming later. I'd be more than happy to stop streaming again, raid you to hang out. I'm out, have a great stream and good night.
Thanks, LT, appreciate it.
6428 says knock knock. Who's there? Banana.
No,
Banana who? Knock knock. Who's there? Banana. Banana who? Knock knock. Who's there? Orange. Orange who? Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
Very good.
Says leave it to the
With the
blind
double
man to
setup,
find a
though.
unicorn, just kidding, or maybe.
Hey, that was actually a pretty good joke.
Says hi.
This
At
is the
random
unicorn,
viewer
right?
YT says are
Yeah,
rides
that's
less
the
scary for
unicorn.
you? At
No,
9232
rides are terrible.
says Pete, I met a blind person IRL for the first time today. It made me think of you. Hopefully the beginning of a new friendship. Any tips on how I can
Hey.
assist them while we're hanging out? Sunrose says I
just,
wonder if
you know,
Tara Strong
ask
has
him.
to audition. At Dusty says sometimes I find I overpower
probably,
chat with how fast I
since I
can
don't know
finger
who
type
that
now
is.
after beginning to journal and write my stories. At Kemp Royal 0509 says hey, love the vids.
Thank
At
you.
Fantasy
Appreciate
says hi.
that.
At Johnny DC
Fantasy-ish. I
says
like
weary.
that.
Wherever you land is fine.
What was I going to say? I can tell it's starting to get darker around here. My sense of, whatever I'm sensing, like I had everything was kind of
Matt
like
Honker
a
says to your
lightish
notification
gray
didn't
for a
work.
while.
Oh well. Fortman 3200
I think that your
says, what do
notification-
you call a sleeping bullet bulldozer? At Thiglin husband
That
says, do
makes
any
sense.
other blind people use bone conduction headphones?
I have bone conduction headphones. They're fine. They're, open ear headphones. Hold on. Wait, I did. I was gonna say. I feel like I was saying. I feel like the lights are gonna have to come on eventually. Thank you. I'm gonna see if I can make my way over to those lights because I felt like it was getting dark. Can you guys still see me? Because I know last time I had
At King
I had to
Princess
hold an iPhone up to my
1337
face.
says the pool light is on now.
Okay,
Sunrose 8
so
says yeah, it got darker.
where's this stupid light?
At
You
Joni
don't
BC
know
says
what.
just be kind. Everyone who wants to make friends should be kind, respectful, etc.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on. Where's the lights? Here they are. I got them. All right, so last time I was holding the, holy crap, that is actually painful. I was holding an iPhone up to my face so you guys can see me, but they said I kind of look like
part
a,
about being blind.
I hate every part of being
At Leaf
blind.
9242 says it's tracking you. Sunrose 8 says can see you
Hold on.
just fine. At
There
Rearimer
we go. I'm gonna put my glasses on.
4978 says yes we can see you.
You
At
guys can still
Fantasyish
see
says
me?
yes we can. At
That's
Joni BC
surprising.
says yes,
So I got-
tracking is good. At Random
All
Viewer
right, that's
YT
kinda
says is
cool.
the camera tracking? At Dusty says got
I
that
don't know, you
conceptual
tell
lighting.
me.
At Texas Fatback says hey, love your work. At
Thank
Dusty
you.
says
Appreciate that.
Dankfangel
So
420
now,
says thank you
I
guys
moved the
for being
light
in
to
the Twitch.
there. Yeah, thank you to the Twitch people. They keep telling me I'm going to be able to announce some news. I think it's supposed to be next Wednesday, but you know, I'm a small fish. I can't
At
expect them
Camp
to pay a
Royal
lot of attention to me.
0509 says is a hot
But
dog a
possibly.
sandwich.
Oh, I don't think so.
At the
I
Peaceful
think
Artist
next
says, yes,
Wednesday
we
I'll be
can see
able
you
to
fine.
announce some. All right, that's good. I put on my glasses because I don't like the. So before the light was there, everything was closing in. It was getting completely dark.
At
Like I was
Dallas
just
Fungi
getting
says the
all
camera is
dark.
tracking your movements, keeping you in frame. At
That's
Mursky
awesome,
D3V
especially
says, can you give me
because
life advice?
in-
Sunrose 8 says, yeah, way more flattering light than the
suppose.
iPhone to the face. At
Yeah,
Johnny BC
everybody was
says,
like,
a
I
hot
feel
dog
like
on
we're
a bun
telling
is
a camp
sandwich.
story.
At
A
Creamy
hot dog on a bun?
1988 says it is
I don't
fantastic
know.
lighting on you.
All
At
right,
Claudixo
good.
says,
Brooks
"Saha."
had a good take on. He had a good take on what a hot dog was. He said it was more of a taco. I think that's what he said it was. I have a giant banana over there. Have you guys seen my
At
banana?
N2 Gaming 91 says HI.
That's not.
At
that
Mursky
came out mildly
D3V says,
weird.
can you give me advice?
I mean, I can
Kalonda
try,
Bean says,
but
love
I
the
don't know what
content,
you need
keep up the
advice
good work.
on. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm psyched that this stupid thing is tracking me because
At Scene Bloom
it's very hard to
5948
do
says, what's up?
on your own. What's up? So where's the banana? I gotta find
At
the
King
banana.
Princess
Here
1337
it is.
says the unicorn is behind you, smiling face. At
This is- I
Creamy
got cool
1988
floaties
says
all
no
over the
wiener, a
place
bun is a
now.
hot dog. At Leaf
There you go.
9242 says or a hoagie sauce.
This is my banana.
Sunrose 8
You
says
guys seen
banana
this
not on
thing?
frame. At
I think
Instamarugian
it
says
should be in
exactly.
frame now because I just grabbed it.
At Fantasy
So
says
this
ha, ha, ha.
thing
At
got
Random
sent to
Viewer
me for a
YT
blind
says, I
guy
didn't even know
unboxing.
you could get something for auto camera tracking. At Mr. Robinson
I wish I
1982
could
says,
tell you
dude,
the name
I was
of
looking
it.
for a blind guy unboxing. Yet here you are playing in the pool. I hope you have a fantastic
Yeah.
week. At Rearimer
What is the
4978 says, where is Brooks this evening?
The
Sunrose 8
Brooks
says
is
it's there.
he's with his
At Creamy
lady this
1988
evening.
says, I don't think
Wow,
we
the-
want to
the
see your
chat just-
banana quotations.
Well,
At
I
Dusty
mean,
says
I
banana
just showed
time.
it to you. Banana time, da da da, banana time. Every time I switch the chat off and on, I'm always afraid I'm going to lose it forever, because the technology I'm using is so bizarre and there's so much of it. I wonder how many. I wonder what the. It must look crazy now. So yeah, I was trying to show you my banana. This is my banana. Someone mailed it to me for a blind guy unboxing, and I started blowing it up, and I probably should have been able to guess what it was. Like, how could I not guess it was a banana? Because everything's a banana. But it was so big, and it was so floppy. My banana was just so big and so floppy that I couldn't tell what was going on with it. But then I blew it up, and I kind of knew right away. Although this end of it was a little weird. I didn't know what was going on right there. But I guess they're realistically trying to make it, you know, at the end of a banana, you get that little growth thing. They were definitely trying to be very realistic about it. I kind of forgot to ask, but I don't think this banana has a face on it. That would have been kind of funny if it had a face on it, but I don't think that they put one there. The stupid pool robot, we put it in for the evening because, you know, it's evening, we're going to have it clean. But then I forgot that I was going to be in here. So the pool robot keeps attacking me. It must look absolutely crazy. I've got a giant banana, I've got a giant peacock.
At Mies Kulowski
Why is
says, sounds
everything
weird.
phallic sounding?
At
I've got a
Dottis Fungi says,
unicorn.
AYOOLOL. At Joni BC says, Savannah bananas are fun. At Richie Cat Guy
Savannah
says, that's a big
bananas
banana.
are fun.
At Dusty says, my
Thank
steak was
you.
too juicy and the
Thank
wine
you.
too sweet. At ScreenTube11 says, Pete, what
okay.
you've managed to accomplish in spite of your disability is incredible. Seeing what all you've accomplished
Thank
inspires
you.
me to work harder despite my own disabilities. You're awesome.
Well,
At Creamy Hygiene.
that's good to hear. You put work in. You don't give up. You find different ways to do things, and good things will come your way. I was going to tell you something about the Savannah Bananas. So they came to Petco Park, and that's where the Padres play, and I'm the voice of the Padres. So if you're in the San Diego area, every time you hear a commercial for them or you see a commercial on TV, or a lot of times when you're at the park, I'm the one saying, like, come to America's #1 ballpark, Petco Park, and see the Padres take on the Dodgers. I do all their commercials, and I found out that the Savannah Bananas were coming. This is like a few months ago, coming to Petco. And so I reached out to the marketing director of the Padres, who I work for, and I was like, hey, I can help promote that for you guys, because I've got a pretty big social media following. Like, most of the people I do voiceover work have no idea that I do social media. They have no clue. And so I was trying to throw it out there that I could help promote the game with the Savannah Bananas. I was like, because my wife's name is Banana, and every time I do something banana related, it really blows up. And he wrote back basically in the most polite way possible. He's like, the Savannah Bananas don't need your promotion. They sell out everywhere they go. They're extraordinarily popular. But if you want to come to a game, we might be able to help you find a ticket. Possibly, because they're so popular. The tickets are sold out. And I was like, okay. Literally, the first time I ever tried to mix my two worlds, I tried to mix my voiceover work with my social media. It didn't go well. It was a little embarrassing. I was like, okay, you guys handle that without me. I'll just be here to read the copy when you need it. That was my experience.
At Dusty says, and a unicorn.
However,
the banana, the peacock, all symbols frequently of manhood. At Datus Fungi says, at Richie Cat
pool.
It's probably a dual focus cam or SMTHN.
What, the camera that I'm on right now? I'm on everything up in my studio is everything in my studio is a Sony.
I purchased a PSP
Very
because I didn't have anything better to do this summer.
But the camera that I'm on right now is a Logitech Mevo Start.
People that bring racism to this chat. At Dusty says, even
that?
a B.
That's not cool.
At Lucifer Sillies 3588 says, my silly blind guy's just chilling in the pool. At Instamarujuan says, have I said that was racist? At HHIC 4570 says, what's a up P?
Peacock, there's the peacock.
At Kemp Royal
No,
0509 says, is the ocean a soup? At the Republic of Tree says, I was gone for 10 minutes and I turned dark. At Random Viewer YT says, have you ever heard of the career ladder by Max? At Datus Fungi says, yes.
Never heard of the career ladder.
At the Blind Husband says, what is the app that you're using for your text-to-speech for the chat? I also live streaming, would like the same thing. Sunrose 8 says they are the Harlem Globetrotters for baseball, right?
Hold on. I wonder if I can leave this thing on here. I don't want to leave it on there. So the two things, people are asking some technical stuff, and I love talking technical stuff because I'm good at it, and I enjoy challenging myself and getting this stuff to work. The camera that I'm on is a Logitech Mevo Start. It is designed mostly to be wired, but I found an NDI mode that was able to connect directly to Streamlabs. So wherever my Wi-Fi is, and I got pretty strong Wi-Fi here, wherever my Wi-Fi is, I can take this camera, which started leading me to, hey, can I take that thing out to the pool? And I tested it once and it worked, and I guess it's working this time too. So then I have a wireless microphone attached to my hat right here, and that's how you guys can hear me talking. And the earpiece over here is connected to a RF, because you need a radio frequency. You can't just do a Bluetooth transmitter, because Bluetooth only works for 20 or 30 feet. I have an RF earpiece here, so I can hear all the way from my studio upstairs. Someone else was asking something else technical. Oh, how do I get the chat? I reached out to the designer of a company called Caster Labs, because Caster Labs Caffeinated is a way that most people can get chat. And if you're just doing it off your PC, then just download their app. At present, when I press the button, what you're seeing is one of my iPhones up in my studio. Literally, that it's when I press the button, it's just my iPhone screen showing up in my studio upstairs. And you know what? I think I forgot to change. I wonder what it looks like tonight. I think I forgot to change it to the actual chat messages. It might just be the controls. But he built me a mobile version of it. So Castor Labs caffeinated. So I'll
And the
switch over to
banana.
that right now. So
At
what
Dusty
should be
says all
popping up on the screen,
connected.
if it's working, there we
Waylonvik
go.
says
What
this may
should
be personal and you don't have to answer it, but do you think you'll
Then I
ever
won't.
have kids? At Instamarujuan says I am Banana Man. At
You
Richie
are
Cat Guy
Banana
says
Man?
we love the banana.
All right.
At Dusty says very
The
manly
banana's
cool.
over there, I think.
At Dusty says
Very
banana.
manly pool. This is the banana. Yeah, banana. This is the banana. This is the peacock. I'm Pete.
At
You guys are
Lucifer
the chat.
3588 says apparently we can't float on the floaty apparently. At
Lucifer
Joni
Sillies.
BC
I
says
was
King
on
Princess.
the
Your fine
floaty.
wasn't directed at you.
I was on the floaty
At
for a
Greeny
while, but it was starting
1988
to make
says
my
at
balls
Joni
hurt.
is monitoring multiple chats and it's hard to tell on what people say and certain words trigger certain aspects.
I also don't want to. I ride the banana sometimes. Like it's kind of fun. It's like a good core exercise. Like sometimes after the gym, I'll just come out here and get on the banana because you have to like really engage your core to stay on that damn thing. What
At
just went in front of me?
2-994 says spraying straight
Spaghetti.
curry out my crack RN.
All right. That's as long as I can keep you company while you got that going on. Glad to help out. You know what's going to happen at the what
At
was
from
I saying about the
Adamantos
banana?
Orax says because I am an immature man-child.
quite the
I am
name.
sending this message so that I can hear the TTS say fuck. At
Oh,
Dusty says unfortunately
cool.
the peacock will steal your balls. At the Republic of
I
Tree says very
remember-
majestic unicorn in the background.
Nice, that's good. I remember I had some. It was years ago. It was like 2000. Man, what was it like 2004?
At
I was
Richie
at
Cat
the
Guy says you ride the
Franklin
banana?
Park Zoo.
At
Yeah,
Instamarujuan
well,
says
that's
banana
not
man
what I
away.
mean. That is not what I mean. That's not what I mean at all. Hold on, two stories. Why was I saying that I get on that banana? I can't remember. Oh, because sometimes you fall off, and I have I have a few $100s worth of electronics on my head right now, so I don't want to fall off and ruin it. That's why I was bringing up the banana. And then someone else just asked me something. Damn it, I don't remember. I need to like take notes in my head. I'll go back to. That's why someone was asking me like the camera, like when I'm pressing this button. I don't know if you can hear it. It says NWI with
78 says give Pete some
iPhone, so
hearts,
it's the
red heart.
NDI camera with my iPhone up in my studio connected to it. And
At
that's-
random viewer
I
YT
didn't-
says
oh, there we
AF.
go. What up, random viewer? I like that name. That's pretty good.
At Ashley Smith BT5TZ says said hi.
Ashley. Hi, said hi, Ashley Smith. I had another story I was going to tell. I can't remember what the heck it was. I usually try and come into these things with a handful of
At
topics I
Lucky
can
Cookie
talk about.
2942 says
Whoa,
hi.
Lucky Cookie
Love your
Cookie.
videos.
Hi.
Always makes my day
Thank you.
happier when they pop up.
That is cool. I appreciate that. I was telling Banana like there's so much that goes into making this type of stream work. All the technical stuff. It takes a long time, and then I
At
also
Sammy
have to
says
worry.
said hi.
Remember the other night? What was that last night? No, it was 2 nights ago. My stupid microphone just stopped working
420
for
says I did
no
that growing
reason.
up trying to scatterboard lol. At Rearinger
up, Dank?
4978
What
says
up,
show Pete
Riri?
some love. Like and subscribe.
Yeah,
At
like
Greeny
and subscribe.
1988
Head on
says
over
I'm
to
sorry but he
Twitch.
just said he rides the banana sometimes but that's my dirty mind.
Yeah.
Sunrise 8 says
The,
have you
the,
tried
the
those
blow
balance
up
trainers
banana
that's a
over
plank
there.
over a tube? At Fantasy
Yes,
says
we
said hi
have
hi.
2 of those.
At
Yeah.
random viewer
I
YT
do.
says said hi.
I do a lot of balance training. Hey Frog Plays, what's going on, man? Or woman. Yeah, I do a lot of balance training. Also in my gym, I work out every day, and when I can, because now I used to work out for the sake of like putting on size and powerlifting and trying to see like how much I could lift, but these days I lift basically just to 1, stay healthy, and 2, I'm trying to have more of a surfer's body. So I've kind of narrowed everything down a little bit. No need to carry a bunch of extra upper body weight that I just need to pop up with. But balance has become super important to me. So if I'm doing like one-armed barbells, or if I'm doing side lateral raises or upright row, a lot of times I'll try and do it on one leg. And I feel like it's really good surf training because you're swinging your arms around, doing different things, side lateral raises, you're throwing your arms out to the side. And if you can stay balanced during that, Nisha, I surf with her more than anybody, and she's always just blown away. She's like, your balance is ridiculous. And that's, it's another thing I work at, I train at, and I try and make my legs as strong and stable as possible, and work at my balance because, I feel like there's got to be some degree of being able to see that can kind of help, if not help with your balance, at least seeing which wave is coming and which ripple is coming and which, ladder drop in a wave is coming. I never get to see that. I just have to react to it. I'm 100% reactionary. So I always feel like I have to put in a little extra work. Other people can see the white cap coming. I just have to react to it. So I put in the extra work in the gym and try and be as stable and balanced as I possibly can. NWI with iPhone. I can put on the what time is it? What time is it?
At Petite Sock says where? At random viewer YT says how can I practice my balance?
It's not telling me the time. That's why I brought on another phone, I guess, but I may have lost it. Where'd the other phone go?
At Petite Sock says yeah, I thought that. At random viewer YT says any way to do it at home for balance practice? At Lucifer Sillies 3588 says just like test your control on the meaning balance.
8:35.
Says
It's
I low-key gotta go.
8:35.
Bye Red Heart.
I don't know what time Banana's gonna come home.
Red Heart.
Red Heart. Red Heart. Red Heart. Red Heart. Red Heart. It's a lot of red hearts.
1988 says Pete has established that he doesn't just see darkness, he does get light.
Yeah, I got light. I got some light in my face
says it
right
was
there.
still daylight not that long ago.
I know, it just got dark quickly.
3588 says put yourself on something unstable and try to put yourself back to balance. At Fantasy
No,
says
I don't want to do that with all the.
I don't want to do that with all the stuff on rolling
my
cans
head.
of food while they're rolling.
Oh, that sounds
tricky. 11
tricky.
says I didn't even know the sports team you announced for was until this. You're reaching an audience they never could. At Jordan Faulkner 5598 says first time seeing you live. Love watching Yeah Man much love.
You guys want to see the?
At Camps Royal 0509 says it's there was pizza.
You guys
want
to see the waterfall?
Did you jump to the moon? Wait,
Yeah,
Longvic says not
probably.
serve. At Fantasy
Let's
says perhaps the
switch
red
to the
heart.
equipment.
At Random Viewer
guys wanna-
YT says at Joni Mayo. At Lanatea Y
All
Curry
right.
says
I
you
think
are
I'm
key.
gonna put. I think I'm gonna
Cube
put
says it's
the
12:35.
waterfall on behind me.
At
If you
Creamy
guys want to see
1988
that.
says Joni. No thank you,
Ready?
I will not do
You can do
that.
that for a
I
minute.
like my bones in one piece. At You're All Six says
I
patrolling
turned it
in the
on.
hobby almost
It
makes
should
you
be
wish for
coming
a
on in
nuclear
about.
winter.
I wonder if it's going to
At
be like
Joe
really,
Numbered
really loud
111
though.
says love
I
bro,
think
you're
it
the best.
might. Hopefully
Sunrose
I'm not
8
too
says, do
close
your
to it 'cause
dogs
it'll
get in the
splash all
pool?
over me. Oh, there we
At
go.
Chinoco
No, the
89
dogs
says
do
nice
not
pool.
come in the pool.
At Johnny BC
There we go.
says
I
I
just
like
turned
my
on the
bones
waterfall.
unbroken. 2.
Can you guys see that now?
Skill 7978
feel like I got
says
so
the camera
many-
likes to improve your qualities, but you're still in poo.
All right,
At
that's
Lanatea
good.
Y Curry Sissa says you are
How
not
loud
the
is
only
that?
one. When I first found Pete on YT, I thought Banaba. At Random
Banaba?
Viewer YT says like what does Pete do to practice balance? At
I
Lanatea
just
Y Curry
explained
Sissa
like
says
a bunch of
LBMD.
things.
At Lucifer
There we
Sillies
go.
3588 says waterfall. At
Yeah.
Gamer 4978
That's kind
says
of my
yes,
favorite
we
thing
wanna
to
see the
do. Well,
waterfall.
not favorite, but
At
one of my
Gamer
favorite things to do is when people are in the
4978
spool, hanging
At
out,
Gaming
and they're
1988
like
says seems reasonable. Johnny.
sitting on the seat back there because there's a seat underneath it.
At your
I
all
just
six
flip
says
on the
what did you do?
waterfall and
Little
splash
furry
them.
man
Like,
crawled out of your screen and ran away behind your furniture? At Stream Tube 11
I
says
wouldn't
yes,
see it.
waterfall.
I am
At
totally
Leo
wrapped up in
5242
this
says
stupid
it's a
robot.
little loud, but
The robot's
TBH, I
killing
think
me.
it's okay.
All right,
At
robot, get off of me.
7978 says kinda loud. At
All right,
Lucky 2942 says do you use chlorine or salt in the pool?
It's
At
a saltwater pool.
4978 says
At
in
Make
the
Jab
city.
Brown 3983 tip
Cam96
$5
says
through
very cool, the
Super Chat.
waterfall.
I still am baffled by how the
Says it's
Koosh
pretty
Ball
loud.
and Ocean Koosh Ball came
At
the
the
same
peaceful
day.
artist says not too loud for me for the
Yeah,
waterfall.
that was weird.
At Joni
All right, I
BC
turned up
says
the
he said he
waterfall.
practices by skateboarding and surfing. The more you do something, the more you improve your skills.
Hold
At
on,
Matejagrum
hold on.
3983 says I still am baffled by how the Koosh Ball and
Oh, that was the message. That was the message. What I wanted to ask, maybe she can, I don't know if I'll have the chat up when she answers. I turned off the waterfall because if it was loud, I get sensitive. When things don't sound good, I get very nervous. I'm like, I need things to sound good. That's the most important thing for me. But then at least I can tell, obviously, when things sound good, but I don't know when they look good. So I always have to double check. That's why I'm like, can you guys see me? Am I in frame? I wonder if she's the one that sent me the Koosh Ball. So that was I don't fake stuff on this channel because, they say the best way to not get caught in a lie is to always tell the truth. And I feel like I put out such a massive amount of content, 1,300 videos, 7 shorts a week, 1 long, 2 or 3 lives. It's just so much stuff, and there's so much talking that I do these days that if I wasn't telling the truth all the time, I'd get tripped up. I'd get caught up, and I don't want that. So that video was 100%. I was out surfing, and I'd never surfed with Bree. You couldn't see her in the frame, but it was it's it's a woman that Banana's actually working for now, and I went out surfing with her and her husband, and Bree was just like, feel this thing, and she threw me this like weird seaweed ball. The thousands of times I've been in the water, I'd never come across a ball of seaweed like that. I'm like, that's super weird. She thought it was weird enough to hand to me, so it stuck in my mind that I'd felt that thing. And then I come home a few hours later and I start stabbing boxes to open them up for Blind Guy Unboxing, and there's a koosh ball that felt just like the stupid thing of seaweed. I'm like, that was just so super weird. Like, I couldn't, that was a very weird coincidence. Let's go back to that chat. I tried to set the volume.
From Pete says, good night, Pete. It's 12:43 for me.
All right, well, good night. We're at 12:43. Where are you?
Blushing the butterfly says, watched you for years. Sorry, Pete.
Oh, no, other way.
Because you are blind, my kids and I like all the cool shit you do, and we like your voice work. Keep at it. That's Joni
cool.
BC says, nobody starts out that way. It's all about practice. Practice. If you still can't balance well with lots of practice, you should see a doctor because that's not normal. Creamy 1988 says, honest question, does the waterfall affect your senses? Random viewer YT says, Pete, do you play or can you play any instruments? Ringer 4978 says, Pete, what size men's shirt do you wear? As I want to send you a University of Tennessee Go Vols t-shirt.
I wear, it depends.
Creamy 1988 says,
like
Joni, maybe I should see a doctor.
But Banana likes them to be a little tight, so
says, Koosh ball was me.
I should have known.
Clank429 says, hello, Pete.
Hello. So thank you for the, I should have known, Matei. I should have known the koosh ball was you. Thank you for that. That person's still talking about balance. They asked me, how do you do balance? Like right after go to the stream, rewind, and then you'll see how I practice balance. I'm practicing balance constantly. I'm always like standing on one foot, trying to challenge myself to get off balance. There's so I wonder if it looks crowded. I'm getting bumped on all angles with all the toys. That was the banana. Is there anything over here? Okay, here's what's this one? Is this the bee? That's the bee. I'm holding the peacock. And I was saying, I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's a seat over here. And there's jets, which I don't want to, that wouldn't do you guys any good. You don't need to see the jets. But there's 8 jets in here, and there's 8 different seats that you can sit in. So you can put a jet on a different spot in your back, which is good, because I feel like I'm always hurting. I just walked into the stupid peacock, I think. I'm always hurting my back, either lifting or surfing or something. So fortunately, I have this thing, and I come out here and I try and fix it. NWI with iPhone.
Says, love your vids, shorts, and view on life. Honestly beautiful, red heart.
Did I get it back?
Two Snopod says, what's up, everyone?
What up, Two Snop?
Yes, but in an unbalanced washing machine. Lucifer Sillies 3588 says, surfing is kind of like skateboarding without control of where your momentum is going, but you can use that tilting motion to do the same thing.
Yes and no. I can talk about that for a second, too. I
says, my husband was like, you're watching some dude in a pool. I said, it's Megatron. That's Pete the Blind Surfer. He approves. Tony BC says,
that's pretty funny. I like that. I asked Brooks last night, I'm like, do you think people are going to if I'm just sitting in a pool talking, is everybody going to turn it off? He's like, I don't know, I feel like I'd be interested enough to check it out. So I thought the skill of skateboarding would translate. We were talking about this a little bit last night too. I thought I'm a good skater. I've got very good balance. I've always had those skills. I've worked on them since I was a little kid. And I thought getting on a surfboard would be easily translatable. Let's check out this super chat, and then I'll tell you.
At 990 Mustang tip $4.99 through super chat.
Thanks, 990
Potatoes.
Mustang.
W.
You too, huh? Banana's a big fan of potatoes. I don't like potatoes. I really don't. I'm not a fan. She likes potatoes in every form you could possibly get them, and I'm not a big potato guy. So skateboarding, when you wanna do a hard turn, you lean into it hard. And it's taken me years to undo what I learned in skateboarding, because you lean in, you tilt the board, you compress the trucks, and then you do a hard turn left. You tilt inwards. If you do that on a surfboard, you're just gonna dig the rail, dig the nose, and bury the thing, and lose all your momentum and fall off the board. It is a completely different thing when you're turning a surfboard than a skateboard. Surfboard, you literally want to throw your upper body weight and just have the momentum of your legs kind of twist and go up the wave, and then throw it back the other way, throw your upper body back, and then go down the wave. Because the moment you start digging, you start pushing your feet into the surfboard, is the moment you kill all your momentum. So it's almost like skipping across the waves. You got to keep really, really light on your feet. And there's enough videos. I think you've probably seen Brooks. He's very light on his feet on the surfboard. He kind of like skips up the waves and then floats down and skips up again. He's very good at that. That's something I'm still years later, still trying to like unlearn that surfing or that skateboarding technique. Switch back over there. I don't know how long. I don't know what time Banana's coming home. She probably doesn't want to. I don't think she wants to come home and be part of this. Hi.
Snowpop says snowboarding is the same way as surfing from my experience.
I have not snowboarded.
Scott Sauce says everyone likes one.
What up, Scott Sauce?
Dude says, hey Pete, love the content, keep it up, red heart card suit.
Cool. Thank you, I appreciate
H3T says,
that.
how old are you?
I'm too old. I'm too old to keep doing this. I just had a birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday to Pete.
Lofted6 says thank you.
You know what? I don't think anybody sang during my birthday party. I was up until about 2 o'clock in the morning during my birthday party. And it's possible that someone did at some point, and I don't recall, but I don't recall. Last year during my birthday party, Nisha and Danny, Josh's now wife, they grabbed their ukuleles and did a birthday song for me. I don't think I got a birthday song this year. My parents always call me up and sing happy birthday to me. And this year, my birthday fell on Father's Day. So my dad, he's like, happy birthday to you. Happy Father's Day to me.
I'm stoked I have a crown.
Happy first day of summer to everyone. Happy birthday to you.
Cake did you get?
That was
Princess Kitty
that's what my dad sang to me on my birthday, which
says
was
we have the
fun.
same birthday.
Johnny
BC says old
ever,
enough to know
first
better,
day of
old
summer.
enough to no longer care lol.
The cake that I got every
year is
year.
going to turn off Optimus Prime riding a Pikachu in a pool. Scott Sauce says happy belated birthday.
Thank you, I appreciate
says happy
that.
belated birthday.
You know what you can all do for me? You can all go over to Twitch and follow me at Pete Gustin. No, the dogs do not go in the pool. A long time ago you had a short about a small skateboard, the egg one, or with the lightning bolt. Did you continue practicing with it? Eggboard.
Blue Skill 7,900.
The cake, hold on, I gotta remind myself. The egg board and the cake are the things I want to answer. Every year for my birthday, I've always gotten an ice cream cake. Banana's not a fan of ice cream cake, and they're also not that easy to find out here. On the East Coast, there's like a Carvel everywhere. It's very easy to get. We live near this place called the Village Pie Shop, and they make incredible pies, like any kind of pie you can get. So this year, it wasn't a cake, we had a pie. I had a strawberry rhubarb pie for my birthday, and then Banana actually went to Costco and got this big like chocolate vanilla. We call it a log because it looks like a log. We just call it the log. I don't know what it is. It's got like chocolate in it and some vanilla and some like little sticks of candy on top. But mostly it was rhubarb pie with ice cream. And as for the egg board, that was one of the videos. I wasn't even riding the damn thing in the video. It got like, I don't know, like 30 million views. I was just trying to figure out like what the crack was. I thought it was a lightning bolt. And do I ride it that much? No, it's not that much fun. I mean, it's cool, it's neat. The guy that made it, we met the guy that made it. His name is Paolo from Italy, and he basically built it so he could like throw it in his backpack and get from his train to like his work or his classes, whatever it was. It's got long board trucks on it, so it's very fast and very compact. It's just a good transportation device. But I've got much more fun boards to ride. I ride my ham boards outside, and those things have really fun surfy trucks on them. Those things are super fun to ride. iPhone. I feel like I could. Oh, you know what? You wouldn't be able to see it. Never mind. I was going to show you something that you wouldn't be able to see, which wouldn't be very good. I just realized though.
Adwagankut 7641 says nice floating.
I'm like 73, I think. 74. I keep forgetting. It's just when you get to a certain age, you stop counting. I'm in my 70s. I was going to tell you something. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I did realize I can't stop this stream. I can't stop
says my favorite
this.
birthday treat, either lemon meringue pie or a spice cake with brown sugar meringue frosting. Krista LLCM says wish we could see his
what
body.
What up, Krista? I mean, You can't? Well, because I have a
Advisher
floaty on.
7774 says AO.
I'm mostly just trying to keep my hands out of the pool. But actually,
Creamy
you'll have to.
1988 says it is a nice floaty. I thought it was a Pikachu.
I guess it's a bumblebee. These are little bumblebee antennae. When I get out of this, I have no way to stop the stream from in here. So when the stream is over, I tried to remember I put a towel back there. I got a zip up rash guard as well.
Athiglin Vispin says, with everything you do, how do you find time in a day? You must work lots of hours.
I do.
Sunrose 8 says you need to try a non-baked cake from Argentina called chocolate like chocolate tiramisu but with dulce de leche instead of mascarpone and chocolate biscuits instead of ladyfingers.
Tiramisu is very good.
Adelissi Van 2191 says
What's up? What's going on?
Says thank you for the most awesome voiceovers of all time.
You
Sunrose 8 says you can't
welcome.
stop this stream, so this is forever.
Oh, well,
BC says
that's the thing.
When it's in his kill. At Doggo that it says well, really.
It's a good one. When I get to the end of this thing, see, I'm keeping my hands out. I'm not trying to be like a weirdo, like hands up. But when I reach for the phone, they need to be dry. I like the unit I have upstairs is all tactile, like buttons. I can touch the buttons and change all the scenes and stuff. But this thing, it's a touchscreen, so I have to have like dry fingers to make it work. But yeah, I keep trying to say, like, when this thing ends, you guys are gonna have to, like, I don't know, maybe when it ends, I can just tell you all, like,
at
you can
Doggo
go
that
away
it says
now.
how did he put me on a timeout?
I'm magic. I'm super magic. Magic skills to put you in a timeout. It wasn't me.
Joni
obviously.
BC says I put you in a timeout.
Because I think Joni put you in a timeout because you asked the same question 100 times in a row.
Groovy I love her says at user 1324 low key true.
If I left my hands in forever, they would get all pruny.
Tam 96 says the pink light in the pool is pretty cool.
There's
at
a
Creamy
pink
1988
light?
says wait, are you skinny dipping, sir? At
Yes.
2191
Totally.
says you are awesome. At Matejabron
No, I got pants
3983
on.
says killed and his
I don't know
banana
how-
blanket is even better.
I don't
At
know,
Your
the
All
kilt
Six
and the
says if you
banana
had a
blanket.
pocket-sized clone of yourself, what would you like it to do?
There we
I
go.
love
See,
R says
this
I
is,
forgot
I
he was
have
flying
pants
balls.
on. There we go,
At
pants.
Shirt
Full
7774
bathing
says
suit.
how are you?
Whoa.
At
I'm
Scott
good.
Sauce says often enjoy the videos. First time seeing the live.
I'm trying to make
It's
sure I
been
don't
good.
have something in my pocket. Thanks, Scott Sauce. I appreciate your watching. It's cold out there. It's 92 degrees in here. That was
At Bible
literally,
with
I went
CJ
that
says
far
Jesus
away.
loves you red heart. Latin cross.
I hear that a lot.
I am
a lot of
Ramagu
people
says
say
I
that
promise to
in the
behave.
comments.
I am a good person. Mods do not need to worry.
I am a good person. Gosh darn
At
it,
Joni
people
BC says
like
he's wearing
me.
swim trunks.
Yes,
At
I
Scott
have
Sauce
swim
says can
trunks
always
on.
block the camera with a cool floaty.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's an OnlyFans. That would be an OnlyFans broadcast. Trying to keep this one at least somewhat family friendly. Now I
At
put
Your
my
All
hand
Six
back
says
in the
would you
pool.
get
My arm's
surgery
just
from an
getting tired.
unlicensed surgeon to add 5 points to your IQ? Would you get it? At
No,
Raymer
I
4978 says like and subscribe.
Why would I do that? Oh, I forgot. I sang
At
myself
Doggo
happy
says, how
birthday,
deep
and
is
I
the
told you
pool?
guys.
At
It's only,
Alyssey
I
Van
don't know. I think it's
2191 says I don't know if I
5 feet,
believe
maybe.
you. At Richard
4.5 feet.
7774 says how do I use TTS? At
It's not that
Lagankin
deep. How do you use
7641 says get it bro. At
Get
The
it,
Peaceful
bro.
Artist says also my first time making a live stream.
Oh, I
At
keep
Bible
forgetting.
with
I keep
CJ
forgetting.
says what you
Follow me
do
on
at
Twitch.
10 million
That's why I keep
subs.
trying to spit out.
At Creamy 1988
well,
says
I'm
I
never
wouldn't
gonna
blame you
get
if you were
there.
skinny dipping, you've earned it. At
That would
AJ
be
Leadfried
super
says well,
weird, though,
this is
if I
different.
was. That would get me thrown off the platform, I think. Well, this is different.
At
I
Johnny BC says for
remember.
shirts. It's available in your
What
adaptability
year
settings.
was it? Oops. Yeah, just go
Dank
to.
Angel 420 says I know Magoo.
What up, Dank Mafangle? What was I
Angel
going to tell you? Oh, I was going to tell you that. So I got to 500,000 followers, and then like immediately got to 1 million followers right after that. And I kind of thought I've shown YouTube sends you like plaques, trophies, and they're pretty badass. I have them hanging up just outside my studio. Maybe when I'm freezing and going back in at the end of the night, I can show them to you again. What was I going to say? Oh, but they don't give you another one until you get to 10 million. Which is just, it seems like an impossible number at this point. I got to 1 million, then 2 million, then 2. That all happened pretty quick. And it's just been pretty stagnant. And, I wasn't playing by the rules, honestly. I decided this year I was going to start doing lives. And YouTube was like, boo to you. But I still do the shorts, too. but for some reason, when I started doing lives, they basically stopped pushing my shorts at the same level, which was weird, which is why I keep telling people to follow me on Twitch. That is a live platform. If you go to twitch.tv or if you download the Twitch app, look up @PeteGuston. That's me. It's a platform dedicated to people that do long form live streams. I'm trying to push people over there. They've been very good to me, so follow me there. I'll stop begging for it. I do it like every night these days, but @PeteGuston on Twitch. And when you do it, a little noise plays and Steve shows up on the screen. It's fun. So when I was filming with Eric, he brought me up for an episode where I had to cut the hair of one of his guys. He was at like 9,980,000 or something like that, and I was monitoring his channel. And like as soon as he hit 10 million, I sent him a congratulations. I thought that was super cool that he got that. You know, I was there like right when he was getting to 10 million. He and I texted a few times, but then Mr. Beast put out that video where he said he cured blindness. And Eric and Mr. Beast are good friends. And I don't know, I was pissed because he didn't cure blindness. He paid for cataract surgery. And I can't remember the message I sent to Eric, but basically, I was kind of joking. I was like, oh, cool, Mr. Beast just killed my channel because now everybody thinks that blindness has been cured. And I don't think he thought it was that funny. I think he blocked me after that, and he just didn't have any use for me after that. And I was like, oh, all right. I mean, I admire what the guy's done with his channel, and it was fun being a part of it. But yeah, I think I might have pissed him off a little bit. So I don't think I'll ever get to the 10 million. I'd have to have quite the crazy resurgence boost.
Matejabron 3983 says Night Riri.
Night Riri
4978 says hi Joni. Love y'all. It's almost
hi,
12
Joni.
midnight Eastern Standard Time. I'm out. Like and sub before you go.
Yeah.
Creamy 1988 says one way to get mod is not ask for mod.
Exactly. The people that ask to be mods, I'm like, why? I don't know why. Like, why do you want to be a mod?
774 says what's the Twitch name? Sunrose 8 says that's an overreaction TBH. Angel 420 says look on YouTube. Maybe. Every undoing video has the address in the description.
Yeah, every unboxing video. Yep, you can mail me stuff. That's cool. The LT sent me the skateboard. I'm definitely going to have to send Banana down there to grab that thing for me. Yeah, every unboxing video if you're looking for the address to mail stuff to me. And what else did someone just say?
At CMA97 says, girl, I think you might have hemorrhoids. You should get that checked out. At Fidlimpusquin says, what would make your channel blow up is go do a series of travel vlogs while live streaming as well if you want to crack the 10 mil. At Joni BC says, mod positions are handled by those of us who have been followers for a long time and who interact with the channel regularly.
My full-time job makes it impossible for me to travel, so that would be kind of difficult to do.
7373 says, hello P.
Hello, thank you for tuning in.
Riri, I believe would get mod before anybody else besides Joni, which is obviously a mod.
Joni is, it's just me sitting in a pool.
Says at Matejabron 3983 red heart.
It's me sitting in a pool, listening to some messages, telling some stories. Yep, Twitch is at Pete Guston. Dank MF Angel, he's over there on Twitch.
Which is obviously
he's the mod over there.
Yeah,
I can't be a traveling YouTuber. Hey, that's a new one. I haven't heard that username before. What's going on? I haven't been getting a lot of those notifications. In this earpiece, I should be hearing it when people follow me on Twitch, but I'm not getting any of those notifications. What up, Jamie? Hey, what's going on?
Thanks for all the help. Riri.
Joni is she's a hard worker. No.
At Marcus Wolf 9698 says hi.
No. The amount of money that I have to put into it.
6X says I showed my mom you surfing and she didn't believe you were blind. Sunrose 8 says, did you hear Anne Hathaway was legally blind from one eye for like 10 years due to early onset cataracts?
I mean, she didn't believe I was blind.
7373 says you're awesome dude, love you.
I don't know what to tell your mom.
YT says Joni
I'm not lying.
At Matejabron 3983
I'm blind and I surf. The whole channel is called Blind Surfer.
At Bentley Kindred says I miss Super.
What was I going to answer there? Oh. I've addressed this a handful of times. I have
Buffboy 2007 just followed.
What up, Buffboy 2007? Thank you. See, if you follow me on Twitch, your name gets shouted out by that fancy British guy, Steve's head pops up on the screen, and you make me happy. The most important thing of all. It brings a smile to my face. I'm slowly but surely trying to grow on that channel because then I can do more things like that. And the thing, like another thing that they do is they have concurrent advertisements. So if you guys are watching me on YouTube, you get interrupted with the ads. Like the ads come on and interrupt the stream. Twitch just runs them as visual ads. Like it just keeps going. They do the live streaming thing right. Do I make money on YouTube? I mean, some months I will get about $800 for all the videos that I post, but to everything that I have to put into it all the time, including I spend $800 a month in coaches. So that's just the coaches. I pay everybody to take me out and go surfing. And it just kind of adds up over the time. So the channel like kind of pays for my surfing, maybe, but you know, there's just no money in shorts. You make 0.0000016 cents per view. So you know, if I get 40,000 views on a video or 50,000 views, I'm only making like $2.
Killer Pickleperate Banda just followed.
Whoa, that was quite the username, Killer Pickleperate or something like that. That was a good one. See, I could just. I do wish, I swear, I say this all the time too. There's girls that just sit there on Twitch and TikTok mostly, and they're just sitting there with their low-cut shirts on and just saying thanks to people that follow. And it's like, follow. They're getting like, just like dozens of follows per minute. And they're just sitting there being pretty. I mean, that's, you know, it's good work if you can get it. Just sit around being pretty. I guess I don't have that going for me. I got a good voice. I can tell some good stories, but it's not worth 24 follows a minute.
Mingman 121 just
what up,
followed.
Mingman 121. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys making Steve's head pop up. That makes Banana happy. She loves Steve. And if you subscribe on Twitch, you know what happens if you subscribe on Twitch? Where's the banana? I don't know. The banana's somewhere in here. Is that it? Yes, that's the banana. When you subscribe to me on Twitch, it's actually a picture of me riding the banana, that banana, in this pool. I wonder if you guys can tell. I put the. Oh, did I? I feel like I left the chat off forever.
R2DR says you are pretty.
So long, I forgot to put it back
Thank
on.
you, Angel 420 says they don't say my name right either.
Yeah. I did have it off. That's funny. Sorry about that. Sorry I put you guys on
At
mute.
Wicked Clown LR2DR says pretty awesome.
What
At
a wicked clown.
Creamy1988 says damn it, now I have to follow him on Twitch. I have no problem with that, I just have to go back on Twitch.
And Twitch, they send out the notifications. They don't interrupt the stream with ads. I feel like they do some good things. I'm dying to know what I look like right now because I did put the
Sunrose 8
lights
says
on
your
something
channel
called
taught
a
me how
slow.
very weird people's assumptions about blind people are.
Ah,
At your
taught me
says,
too.
would you get Frankenstein bolts in your neck and a gruesome scar across your head for $680? Would you get it?
No,
At Creamy1988 says that is why Joni is mod.
$680.
At Tristan's Fun World
Nonsense.
5476 says you.
Oh, I was trying to ask. Like the lights are changing. The lights in the pool. There's 4 of them, and they should be changing color. But I have this whole solar light that's in my face.
Splash Tree 93 just followed.
I gave my number to my
Thank
brother's
you.
account while back.
I
At Bible with
appreciate
CJ
it.
says
Look
I
at
have
that.
been
All you have to do
subscribed
is
for live
ask.
about 2 years, I think. I come on here every now and
Wow.
then.
That's
At Tyler
nice. I
S. Week says
appreciate
I was
it.
really sad when your dog died, Pete. But how have you been
Yeah,
since
I mean,
then?
I
At
was
Joni
really
BC
sad.
says
I
I
get
love
sad
Pete,
thinking
but
about
I
him.
won't play with Twitch. I don't need or want another app on my phone. At Bible with CJ
Well,
says about.
Joni holds down the YouTube, and it's
Sunrose
kind
8
of
says, yeah, they cycle
the
through
shorts
colors.
gets the YouTube. Okay, so you guys can tell that it's cycling through the colors. I'm curious what would look better. It's probably better leaving. And thank you to that
At
last follow on Twitch, by the way.
Creamy1988
I
says does Pete
appreciate
not
that.
have mods on Twitch?
I do. Oh God, ew! That was a
At
bug, and it was eating me.
77,774
Oh, there's another bug.
says they are
Gross. There's
At
2.
Machejabrun 4983
Gross.
says school lights are working.
What
Lalacha
were
says
those?
school party again, let's
Ew.
go.
I didn't
Yankee
like
Angel
that.
420 says
Like,
if y'all want
what
to be
was-
mods, it's simple. Watch for years for the opportunity. Lol.
Yeah, just watch for
At Bobby
years, become a
Studio
trusted person. Don't be
9858
weird.
says I hope you are doing well, friend. Having a good time in the pool?
Ew.
Yankee
Yeah,
Angel
well, except for
420
those
says
bugs
hey,
that
pause.
just attacked me.
At
My
Joni
shoulders
BC
are
says
getting
he
tired
does have
from
2
like
mods
standing
on
here like
Twitch.
this for so long. Oh, yeah, I do have a
Lalachwicos
couple mods
says,
on
"Hey,
Twitch.
Dan."
Oh, I think Sarah's a
Sunrose
mod
8
on
says, "I
Twitch,
think the
and
lights are
Brooks,
attracting
and
the
Dank
bugs."
MF Angel. Is that what it was? Like, why do those bugs? Let me know if there's more bugs on me. That was
At
gross. Those are really gross
7774
bugs.
says, "I like the red pool color."
They were
At
kind of
Creamy
big. Okay,
1988 says, "Okay, that's good." Joni.
I was
Philip
thinking
Clipper
about like
Panda says,
turning
"I'm
off
here,
the
though."
solar light and
At
doing it
Strange11
just
says,
with the
"Twitch
pool
isn't working for
lights.
me. It won't let me comment or call my phone number since it's using my number on your account."
KP900 just followed. Thank you.
says, "Horsefly,
Appreciate
sir."
that. Like,
At
oh,
Joni
they were
BC says, "Sarah and
horseflies?
Dank MF Angel."
Gross. Like, what would it look like if
Dank
I...
Angel
Yeah,
420
Sarah and Dank
says, "How
MF
you
Angel.
been,
And
Cos?"
Brooks. Brooks is... I'm
At
good.
Your All Six
Like,
says,
what if
"Maybe
I
you're a
turn the
government
lights
spy trying to extract
away
information
from
from all
me?
of us."
Yeah,
Tidy
that's it. If I put
9564
them away
says,
from me
"Everyone."
and just set up shop
At
in
Anastasia
front of the camera
7267 says, "Hello
slash
from
in front of a
Wyoming."
light,
At
that's
Bossboy
probably... I don't know what that looks
22345
like.
says, "I love you, man. I was born with half my vision. I have watched you since I was 8. Now I'm 14, and THX for sharing
Wow.
your daily life."
Hey, well,
At Joni PC
my
says, "3 mods
pleasure.
on Twitch." I sit corrected.
There we go.
I am Irmagu
Hold
says,
on,
"I
I gotta
wave."
get this thing back.
Lalatwikos says,
You
"Not too
wave?
bad. Had some friends over today and had therapeutic laughter." At
All right,
Captain
there we
Update
go.
42
I got
says,
the
"Don't
light
be
back.
weird.
Hopefully-
Guess I'm out of the running." At Richard 7774 says, "Those were horseflies." At Creamy
Gross.
1988 says,
do
"You look like a
horseflies,
badass
like,
in
do
a
they-
pool with a bumblebee floaty." At
Do they
Gruntwork
bite you?
457
Like, what do they
says,
do?
"While Pete didn't
I
know
don't
I
think I
scrolled
have-
into a smoke show." Tidy 9564 says,
Thank
"I
you, I
was really
appreciate
sad when
that.
your dog died, but how have you been since then?"
I
Dank
think I
Angel
just answered
420
that. I'm
says, "We
doing
all need
better.
that cause."
I was
At
also
Your All
very,
Six says,
very
"Would you
sad
rather
when he
poop ants
died.
every time you poop or eat beetles for every meal?" At
Ew,
Wicked Clown
why do people ask
LR2DR says, "You
questions
look
like
good
that?
there." At
Thank
Alex
you.
SM5SH
All right, so
says,
I'll
"Said
leave it
hi."
with these lights on then.
Sunrose 8 says,
hi,
"Yeah, they
what's
bite
going
horses
on?
and they freak out. Thus the name." At
Wait, they
AS1
bite
says,
horses?
"How do you know which
I
way
don't
is
think
up
they
underwater?"
bit me.
At Richard
I don't feel like that's a
7774
normal
says, "I
question
hate
to
horseflies.
ask.
They get bad in Idaho, lol." At
I
Creamy
never even
1988
had
says,
a
"That's good,
horsefly
Joey. For
around
some
here.
reason, my dumbass was concerned that he didn't have any. I should have known better."
People, I've done a couple videos about how do I find which way is up. Like, it's an inner ear thing. Like, everybody, it always blows my mind. Like, how many people jump into the ocean with their eyes open? First of all, like, ocean water can sting sometimes. Like, you just think about it. Like, jump into a pool with your eyes closed. Jump in the ocean with your eyes closed. You can find your way up. It's a thing in your inner ear that lets you. It's an evolutionary thing that allows people to find their way up. And if you have air in your lungs and you're still, you'll float up. Like, there's a million ways to find up without being able to see. I've never. Yeah, that was one of those questions. Someone's like, people ask the craziest questions to blind people all the time. I'm like, yeah, they really do. And I wouldn't have known that until I started doing this channel. But yeah, I get crazy questions. I get crazy questions all the time. Everybody has those crystals. Well, I guess not everybody. There's some people that are suffering from what's that called? Why am I blanking? No, oh god.
At Creamy
I can't think
1988
of the
says,
word
"There's
when
a
you're
bug
like
on your head." Just
persistently
kidding.
dizzy. What's the word I'm thinking of? When
At
you have like
Richard
your crystal is
7774 says,
dislodged.
"Yeah."
And
Dank
your
Angel 420 says, "Same cost, but for my mental."
Working. It's hard to think of things when you got one thing in one ear and you're trying to think of other stuff, and you're sitting in a pool. The heat just came on. Feels good on my feet. What up, Anastasia? I don't know. You tell me. It
7267
should
says,
be.
"Is your
No,
camera
not
following you?"
nauseous. Like when you.
Sunrose 8 says, "Nauseous?"
No.
At CJ,
Vertigo.
Amina,
That's
says
what
your
I was
mom.
thinking. I don't know why I couldn't think
Sunrose
of
8
that
says,
damn word.
"Vertigo?"
Yep, there you go. That's the word
At
I was thinking.
Matajabrum
So you tell me,
3983 says, "Vertigo."
is it following me? Like if I
Random
go
Peter
over here.
YT
So
says,
this
"I was
is
trying to be
a
sarcastic,
shallower part of the pool. And
At Richard
it gets a little
7774 says,
deeper
"The
if I
guy
go
above
over
me needs
here.
grammar."
Now everything that touches me, I'm like, it's a bug. But I think it's just the wires in the back of my head. I've got wires in the back of my head, which is why I shouldn't be going too deep. Uh-oh, it's following me, but at co.
Lalatwipos says it's
Wonder
following
what
you,
that
but it
means.
co.
I probably shouldn't do this thing like all night, but I don't know how I'm gonna get out. Like I can't get out because I can't stop the stream.
Tighty
Oh, there we go.
9564 just followed.
Thank you, Tidy 9564.
At Anastasia
it was my
7267
third
says, "That is
one.
cool that your camera follows."
I brought. Well, it's
At
it's actually a
Creamy
tracking
1988 says, "Yeah, he has a
tripod
tracking
head.
camera."
The camera itself doesn't track me. I can't remember the damn name of the thing that I got.
Lalatra says,
oh,
sorry, my
does
fingers
it?
hit the wrong button. It was his following me
Does
but
it,
likes the V
does it
floaty.
sometimes follow the floaty
Sunrose 8
instead of
says, this
me?
is your
That's
life
actually
now,
kind of
Pete.
funny.
Accept it.
I actually bought, I don't know if you guys want to hear the, hi, what's going on? There's,
At 5 Quash says
most
hi.
systems for microphones, wireless microphones, are only 2, and I've been wanting to do this with Brooks and Banana, but I didn't want them to like fight over a microphone, so I actually just bought a new wireless microphone kit. It was, it was unfortunately 400 bucks, but it allows me to have up to 4 microphones at once. So eventually, the 3 of us are going to be able to get out here. The thing that I'm curious about is how it'll track when there's 3 people.
Tidy 9564 says, damn, it's actually pronounced tie-tie. At Creamy
I don't
1988
know,
says, I
but
never
yeah,
thought
like
people would
apparently
jump
people
in the
need their
ocean
eyes
with their
open
eyes
to
open. Is
find
that a thing?
up.
Why?
Some people do, I guess. Ow, getting a cramp here. Thank you.
At Cranky Vase says, hey man, you always make me happy how lighthearted you are. People are crazy and
I try
sometimes
to not take
inconsiderate
it
to you
too
just because you're
personally.
blind. I don't know, but like, keep it up. I love your vids, lol. Lalatra
That's what I
says,
like
Pete, I
to
have to
hear.
let you know you
That's
added
what
a lot
keeps
of
me
value
doing
to
it.
my life by becoming a creator.
So what it does,
Sunrose 8 says, I think it tracks whatever is
I'll
moving.
give you all the
Mingman
stats
12
in a
says, what
second.
wireless
I've covered
microphone
this
do you
before, but I
use?
know
The
new people
quality
are
is
coming
very
in now.
good.
Yo, congratulations. All right, so the microphone that I'm using right now is Rode Wireless Go. And there's 2 of them. There's one up in my studio that I'm not using, and then there's this one right here on the side of my head. When I get the other ones next week that allow me to have 4 people, or 3 or 4 people, I'll let you know what those are. I kind of forget the name of them right now. I just bought them like 2 hours ago. And the camera is a Logitech Mevo Start, and it's sitting on this base. I can't show it to you because the camera's on it, but it's this circular base. And below it is a smaller circular base, and the big base spins around on the smaller one, so you have to orient the camera forward, and it has cameras. So I bought one. It was much cheaper. It was the Acme Gadget face tracking tripod was the first one I bought, and that one only has an infrared camera on it, and it says it can detect faces, but it was kind of garbage. Like, it kept losing track of me all the time. And of course, I can't see when it's losing track of me because there's a light on my camera. If I could see the light on my, but it's too small. I can only see like big, huge, bright lights. It has this little like dot on it that I couldn't see, and that camera was losing me all the time. Sympho M6, that's what it's on. Just came to me, thank God. So the thing that it's on right now is called the Sympho M6 Auto Face Tracking Tripod.
Rubber Duck is just followed.
Rubber Duck, that is awesome. There's a duck somewhere around here. I don't, maybe if I walk over here, my auto face tracking camera will get to, oh, stupid thing. Where's the Rubber Duck? I don't know. It's over, I'm lost. It's over there somewhere, I think. But anyway, so the Sympho M6 auto face tracking tripod head, instead of just having infrared cameras on it, it's actually got like real cameras at, I think, either 4 or 6 different points of the circle that it's sitting on. And so what I'm told it does, and I'll be curious if I try and take this out into the pool with Brooks and Banana, is it locks on to the first person. Like, so I'll make sure that's me, like this guy right here. Lock on to me, and then it should keep me centered in the frame. The thing that I'm having trouble trying to reconcile is I go live in horizontal and vertical, and if, you know, like if Brooks is over there and Banana's over there, and it's just tracking me, like, you guys will hear them, but you won't see them in the verticals. Vertical's kind of a pain in the ass. Like, I know people like it. They like holding their phone up that way. But I feel like with the 3 of us in the pool, everybody's just going to have to get, like, really tight up on me. Like, get tight up on Pete, because it should track. I'm told that this Sympho M6 will track it picks one person and stays with that person unless they go completely out of frame.
3 says there's a unicorn attacking behind you.
The chat right there. And then, you know, when I press that button and I don't hear a message, I'm like, oh, there we go. Hi, what's going on? Just hanging out in my pool, talking to you guys. Hands up at all times. Because imagine if my hands got all like, pruny. It's at Pete Gustin.
At Creamy 1988 says, what's the link to his Twitch?
If you go to Twitch and you type in Pete Gustin,
87,170 says, said hi.
Do I ever respond to comments?
William 7331 says, do you ever respond to comments?
I guess. Where is the stupid
says
bee
apparently
floaty?
your camera thinks the bee floaty is
yeah,
number one person to track lol.
I've been responding to comments all night. What just happened? Why is this thing? Uh-oh. Did I? Oh.
Notification. Messages. Now. Joni Han. Tracking is starting to get wonky now. Messages. Now. Joni Han. Dismiss.
Yeah.
At Washirt 7774 says nerdy he's not dumb be nice.
Joni
Tidy
just told me that the
9564
tracking
says
is
it's
getting
kind of laggy
wonky.
for me. It's probably my phone.
I think it's
but I'm
because of
just
where's the
letting
bee?
you know.
Help me find the bee, because it's probably tracking that stupid thing. All right. All right, I got the bee floaty, and if I get him
Sunrise
out
8
of
says
here,
bee floaty is towards
we're
your
gonna
left.
put him that the stupid camera won't track it. Maybe I'll put it behind the camera, but then I gotta find the camera. I think the camera is. I don't want to put the floaty on the camera. Hopefully, I just did that correctly. Okay, so.
At Cranky Vase says yeah it does not do that. However, why can't you use a YOLO application that is made with only photos of you? That way it can only track you. At Sunshine 3914 says horizontal halves ads appear at the worst possible times. At
I don't know about that. All they do is make
3983
it.
says prune fingers are supposed to give you grip when wet.
What is the context
Celestiality
of
says
this
can you
live?
remind us late joiners of the context of this live?
Okay, thank you.
Tidy 9564 says nice close up.
I'm good. The context
At
is.
over 1977 says hey man how are you?
I think Joni can smell
At
color.
Orange
That's
Ivy
called
18 says I heard you
synesthesia.
can smell color. How is that even possible? At 2 Flea 2 Cool says
Yeah,
you called me
there's
silly
no
BC. I thought
surgery
you could
for
get
that.
surgery to get your eyesight back. LOL I now know him wrong.
No, it's
At
not. The
Shirt
unicorn? Why is it tracking
7774
everything
says
but
now
me? And
it's
where's the
tracking the
unicorn?
uniform. At Alan Dare D7L says said
There
hi.
we go. All right, now I got the
At
unicorn. So
Popman
anything with a face, it's
5229
tracking
says
that
awesome banana
instead.
floaty.
Yeah, so I was in the
At
pool
Johnny
all
BC
weekend
says
for my
it's just a
birthday on
live stream, no
Sunday.
specific topic. At ScreenTube11
Oh,
says
you have
followed on Twitch, but it
to
won't
if
let me
you're
comment.
following me
Using
on
two
Twitch
devices.
because we had a
Good news, double
weird
views.
night one night where these people started doing some really nasty stuff.
Creamy
There you go.
_1988 just followed.
Thank you, appreciate
At
that.
Lanatea Y Curry Sissa says 0 it os 18 minutes after midnight
You have
here.
to have a verified email
83 TV says what
to
new voice
follow.
work are you
No, I
doing
have a
lately?
wife.
At Alan Dare
Nerdy
D7L
Zombie
says, are you
83
there?
_TV
At
just
Joni DC
followed.
says yes. I have
Nerdy
synesthesia.
Zombie, Nerdy _Zombie. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I just tried to throw the unicorn behind the camera. I hope I didn't throw it on the camera. Lol.
At
Lol
Shirt
takes the fun out of the actual
7774 says
LOL.
lol.
No, thank God. I thought
Lalatwipa says do the pups go
that
swimming
made
with
me
you?
nervous.
Tidy
No,
9564 says no. It's possible it gets your eyes fixed. But you'll have to pay a lot.
no. I'm going to mute everybody for a second and yell at that person. No, there is no cure. It's not. Do you think that if there was a cure for blindness, do I look like I need to go to the street corner and beg for change? Like, if there was a cure for blindness and it was a money thing,
Halfneum89 just followed.
I wouldn't. Thank you for the follow. Good things coming through in the middle of me yelling, so I don't know where to take my emotions. I appreciate the follows, but I'm yelling at that person. There's no cure for blindness. Like, if there was a cure for blindness, even if it was outside my financial abilities at the moment, I would find a way to get that money. I'd be doing streams all day, every day, going, donate to my fund to cure blindness. Because, like, God, I would do anything to get my eyesight back. And the people that are like, oh, it's an expensive surgery. Like cataract surgery, if I had cataracts, but then you'd be able to tell if I had cataracts. You'd be able to see that I had, like, you know, blurry, cloudy corneas. But I don't clearly. I have Stargardt's disease. It's a defect on the ABCA4 gene. It messes with my macula, my retina, and the back of my eye. And there is absolutely no cure for that. When people, it's not just, I don't get mad about them not knowing per se. That does make me mad. But the thing that, like, drives me nuts about people saying that, oh, you just have to pay for the surgery, is it's like they're just thinking that I haven't gotten around
Chaos
to
Striker just
paying for the
followed.
surgery. Chaos Striker, thank you, appreciate that. Love you guys. But it's like, you know, they're like, oh, he hasn't gotten around to it, or he hasn't, you know, scrounged up the money for the surgery yet. Like, the thought process just drives me crazy. Like, they think that I just haven't decided to go get the surgery yet. If there was a surgery, I would sell everything that I had, give up everything that I had. Like, I just want to see. I just want to see. like, you know, I could get this all back again. If I gave up everything I owned, if I emptied my bank accounts, I sold this house, and I did all that to get the eye surgery, if there was, which there is not, let me be clear, there is not. But if there was, I could get it back again. So it's not a matter of like, it doesn't matter how much money I've got. There's no cure. All right, you want to get me ranting? Yeah, I'll rant about that, I guess. Let me see if I can get the chat back on. Sometimes it takes a minute to get going, and sometimes, oh, there we go. How is it? Oh, well, maybe it's because I'm on this NDI camera. It wouldn't be a...
Sunrose 8 says, do people ask these weird things to you in real life?
I wonder...
Dankfangel 420 says, but not unwatchable.
I'm all for it.
Says, how do you feel about Elon putting microchips
I'm all
in
for it if he
skin?
can fix my eyesight.
At AstonishingGeo3TS says, yay,
well,
it's
that's kind of annoying.
Tidy 9564
it's probably, I can show you.
says it
I wonder
is
if
too. Relatwapa says brains. Nerdismb83TV says there is a cure and it's sung by Robert Smith Law.
The underscore dark underscore wolf underscore just followed.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm sad that I wonder if it's this camera in particular is getting laggy. It's probably. If I went back upstairs, it might not be laggy. I can show you upstairs. I think Sam the chicken is up there. You won't be able to hear me. I'm going to. This might be dangerous. I might lose you guys entirely. But I can show you Sam the chicken on the couch. What do I have to do?
W says, what is
there,
your age?
I can get you back.
At AstonishingGeo3TS
so
says,
maybe I can get out. Maybe I can get out and go up there.
Johnny BC says, with shirts. He sees some light, but nothing else.
No, man.
Tidy 9564 says so. Sorry, P. I honestly thought there was sorry.
If I'm laggy,
the
if
Dark
it's
Wolf
like
says, I just
annoyingly
wanted
laggy,
to stop by and say I love
I feel like
videos,
I should get out of here and go back up to the studio.
At AstonishingGeo3TS says, wow. At Reshirt
That's
7774 says,
a good username. I got that one.
At
I got that joke.
says hello from Bakersfield, California.
Yeah, constantly.
At
It's also really slow.
7331 says, does the fast robot voice ever get annoying?
I don't know. The Humpty Dance.
TV says, what's the most beautiful piece of music you've heard?
Your chance to do the hump.
Relatwapa says, we back.
What couch?
Sunrose 8 says there's someone sleeping in the couch. Sunrose 8 says, not really, but imagine.
What,
at Anastasia 7267 says, I would just randomly start squeezing that thing if I owned it.
Yeah, they are.
Halfnium89 says, even once in a while I'm reminded that my vision and hearing are precious. I am very thankful that I can see and hear.
Oh.
At Cranky Vase says, YOLO is an open source software that you can train using a GPU and similar tools.
Right.
Then
I think this thing's
hundreds of
working
thousands
pretty
of your
good.
photos so it recognizes only you. I can send you more info
chat's
somehow.
Going crazy now, huh?
At Thiglin Hispin says Nesco Therapeutics
think,
is gene agnostic
like
and
how
will work on
laggy-
anybody. I'm closely following it for my retinitis pigmentosa CRB1.
It is. It's
At
a lot.
6962
It does,
says
but
having
you do it
everything
all
read
day,
would be
every day. You
overwhelming
get
to me,
used to it.
and I could not catch everything. I'm sure it takes a lot of practice.
Yeah,
Kinda
you
cool.
get used to it. Dank,
At
I
Johnny
think
BC
you
says
have
the
my
robot voice
text.
is just part of his daily
so
life.
if the...
At Morkat 166 says hi.
Yeah, I got it. I got it the first time you
TV says
said it.
technically there is the cure and it's sung by Robert Smith. LOL.
I think
hope
you
get
have
the pun.
my cell
At
phone.
Rekijus Disblindman says
Dank.
in blind FRM glaucoma. Let's
So
talk.
if the lagginess is really bad, let me know.
1971 square
At
body
law
Chevy.
underscore may I underscore y underscore Corey underscore Cisa tip $5 through super
Thank
chat.
you.
I think the unicock is on the cam halfway, or is that my vision? And how many
Excuse me?
inappropriate size themed items have you received in your BGUs?
I mean, like at least once a week I get something that's a little inappropriate. I think I was trying to, sorry, the chat was going nuts, which is great. That's good. I appreciate that. But I was trying to tell Dank if the lagginess on Twitch is really bad, which I'm assuming is just because I'm on this wireless camera, I can head up to the studio or we can try and call it. But if you don't have my text message, which I asked Joni to give you my phone number, if it's becoming unwatchable, I can definitely get out of here. But I was trying to test this thing out to see if it works. What time is it? Because Banana said she would be home in the 9 o'clock hour, and it is 9:23. You know what? I might actually call it. I might go inside and have myself a piece of, or you know what? I think I want a drumstick ice cream cone. Do you guys like drumsticks? Well, actually, you know what? You know what's funny about those is they're not actually ice cream. It's frozen dairy.
5074 says I like the shirtless surfer better.
What up, Tidy?
At Thugmuju says content, not contacts. Tidy
Yeah, man.
9564
Yeah, I grew up in
says
the
hey,
80s. He was
Pete,
huge.
have you ever
He was
listened to
huge in
Weird Al
the 80s.
Yankovic's parodies and original music before? At Zach Williams
it'd be hard for me to react.
7331 says I wonder what it would look like if you tried reaction
I am
content.
getting a text.
At subscribe at
Good
Halabi
on
I7
TikTok. I'm
says
still
holy
on
shit is the
TikTok?
blind guy.
That's impressive.
Matched Fox
And-
says seems stood on TikTok. Sunrose 8 says nah lag is not that bad.
Alright, this Joni's taking
At
off.
Matejabron 3983 says the unicorn
I
isn't on
live
the
stream
camera.
all the time.
At Cat Reaper says I didn't know you live streamed, hope we're doing alright. At
Someone
Anastasia
asked me that in a live the
7267
other
says I
day.
just found out about Braille Playboys. Have you ever read one?
Being a good actor.
Beacon 1 says hey if you didn't hear me what is the absolute basics for voice
Drumsticks
acting?
are awesome, right?
At Reshirt
They are
7774
the
says
best.
love
Hold on.
drumsticks. At Mitralp says
Oh,
1223
all
your
right.
drumsticks are great.
But I feel
At Cranky Vase says Twitch is fine and so is YouTube.
okay. I wonder why.
At
I wonder why
Creamy
Twitch is being
1988 says
laggy.
Twitch does have a little laziness.
I
got
think I
double
will
screen
try and
going.
get out of here.
At Icy Glaxy says drumsticks are so good.
Okay.
At Justin We
I'm
19
kinda
W
shocked-
says I
I'm
clearly see
kinda
the short
shocked
so this is a safe live
That
stream.
what up, Golden Drummer?
Mrs. says hi. At the Golden Drummer says yo, how's it going? Blind surfer I'm just an autistic 21-year-old
Thank you.
who's absolutely
Thank you for
inspired by your
recognizing. I
story. The amount
appreciate
of
that.
effort and sheer
You know,
dedication that you have
the
done for your
stupid
career
bugs.
is
That's
insane.
another one of those stupid bugs.
At Joni
I don't
BC
like
says
those
good
things.
night. Everyone see you on Tuesday night.
Now, how do I get out
At
of
Creamy
here?
1988 says I scream once again that is a cousin of mine.
Yeah, well, is it
At
driving you
Joshua
guys
Optimus
crazy?
5626 says this has to drive that man crazy listening to this lol.
Okay, find a fish and give it to a 5-year-old. All right, if it's driving you guys crazy, I can. I don't know. I feel like you guys like hearing your chat going. You know, then you guys get to have your voices. Although I kind of wish it was a better voice. It's kind of an annoying voice. I think I'll put it back on, but then I think I need to get out of here because didn't I go on at like 7? I've been on for like 2 hours. I'm gonna get all pruny. What I'm gonna do? I'm concerned about like being able to find the stupid camera. I am going to put the chat on so that you guys can hear it, and I'm going to try and get some clothes on. I guess I'm just going to have to put a towel on, and then I'm probably going to be out of the frame for a second. You just like look at my knees. I'll try and find my way over to the camera, and then I'll take it upstairs and try and end the thing because I can't end it from here. Sorry, I'm gonna one thing at a time. All right, put in the chat.
Yes, it is amusing actually.
Everybody be nice.
At Icy Glaxy
Now-
says I like it, but it's too loud.
Well, I got it on just in
At
time.
Gfres says JK just wanted to hear TTS.
What's up?
Too bad you turned
I
it
am
off
live.
Mayo. At Doom Derpy says well you're
Here I
lit.
am.
Hi blind
Here's my
surfer.
towel.
At Justin We 9TW says yeah. At Thiglin Hispin says make sure to tell
Yeah,
him
well,
I
I'm
actually love
just
it as a
using my
blind individual
voiceover.
because that lets me hear what
Thank
people are
you.
commenting without using my voiceover. I am Magoo says was great catching you Pete.
Yeah, well, I feel like it might drive people a
Sunshine
little bit crazy.
3914
It's going to be a long
says
time
I've
before I can
become
get out of
accustomed to
here.
it. Sunrose 8 says
I
see
still got to
Yappy,
find
have a
my
good
way
night.
upstairs.
Halfnium89 says bye thanks for the stream P.
Yeah, I
Tidy
answered that. I said I grew up in the
1564
80s,
says
and I
if you
totally
didn't hear
heard
me
all
have
this
you ever
stuff.
listened to Weird Al Yankovic's parodies before?
Oh,
At
okay.
Joshua Optimus 5626
Am
says
I-
sorry I didn't mean it annoys the
Am I
audience.
still in?
At Gfres says let's see if that snake is blind too.
It does. Having to do it in two
Mingman
different
12 says I
canvases
feel
is a
that
pain in
vertical
the
form
butt.
content just makes life harder for any content creator.
Shotokans.
Lalatwika says what was the illegal things people sent you that you can't film? At Ben Gardner
Why
07H
do I
says
not
Pete it's
remember
Benji.
that?
You
I
were
feel
on
like
my
I should. I
podcast
feel like
years
I'm being
ago.
rude. Thank
At
you.
Mord W2 says H. At the Golden Drummer says I raise a toast to you, my man, and I just wanted to
Well,
elaborate and
that's
say
good
that
to
I've
hear.
been
Thank you.
absolutely having a rough go of it lately, but I've been watching your videos for motivation.
you.
You are awesome.
Oh yeah, do
At
them all. Oh
Marjorie
yeah,
Mingerton says
surfing.
holy cow what's up
out
dude, been
there.
a fan for a long time, didn't know you did
All right.
live. You still surfing?
I like both, but if
At
I
Mitrov
had to
says
have
Carmel,
one,
chocolate or
I would
vanilla
say
drumstick? At
chocolate.
La Matea Y
Yeah, I did
Sissa
hear
says just
unicock.
laugh my ass off realizing my text. A speech said unicock instead of unicorn. At Subscribe at Halago
Yeah,
I7
man.
says are we fucking serious y'all? He's a random blind guy, not your high school teacher. Don't be telling him where
It's
to
not
shit.
the greatest voice, but it's a
At Doom
stable
Derpy
voice.
says I can understand why you want a different voice.
I'm
lol.
cold. Now I gotta find
At
the
Icy
camera.
Glaxy says
Where's
how
the
long
camera?
have you been lit?
Uh-oh, I
At
think I
Anthony
walked past it.
Q6J1H says hi. At Mord
Oh, here we go.
W2 I
A
says
sword
hey.
on the way? Are you serious?
I am Magoo says
Hold
pay
on, hold on.
attention
Yeah,
to your
that's
mail.
what
You have a
Shotokan
sword on
is.
the way.
Not anymore. I'm not.
Sunrose 8 says ninja
I'm
stars.
shivering. I'm
At Doom
shivering
Derpy
because I'm
says you're fully in
cold.
frame.
All right.
At Alan Bear D7L says
I
said
almost dropped
hi.
the damn camera.
At Mitralp says yes, still in frame. At Creamy 1988 says I guarantee it is an annoying voice for Pete.
I'm
And
shivering.
I guarantee he
All
doesn't
right.
get every chat
You
that is
guys,
repeated. He is
I'm gonna have to
superhuman,
go
but
sit
not a
on the
god to get
couch
every cat
with my
repeated.
wet
Still
pants
respectable
on,
and impressive.
knee deep and in frame.
At Reshirt 7774 says you're knee deep and in frame.
Not
At
listen to
Williams
text to speech.
7331 says what would be the first thing would do if you could see again?
All All right,
If
I'm
got
trying to
many
get upstairs.
hyperfixation
I'm going
says
to be
I
on the
have been
couch.
trying
I'm
to
going to be
find
very
your channel
cold.
forever. This is
I
amazing
think
finally.
so. Maybe. I don't know. All
Tidy
depends if we got like a million people there.
9564 says, are you ending the stream?
I'm
At
not
Justin
injured, but I'm
9TW says,
freezing.
how often do you injure
Well, I'm not
yourself
in the
because
pool.
of being blind?
I'm out of the pool.
At Alan Bear D7L says, why are you in the pool?
I am cold.
At Thingamagi Ike says 627 in
Probably
Germany,
should have put on
Rhineland
a shirt.
Palatinate. No Star Wars villain.
I
At
don't know if I should
Anastasia
sit on the couch with my wet butt.
7267 says, I would say, toys and pipes.
Hi.
Oh, and the
Hold on, I'm
stars.
trying to get in here.
At Jonathan
Where's the
Hernandez
button?
K7F8S says, hi. At Halsey Outdoors 1627 says,
No,
not
we
going to
covered
lie,
that a
I
while
got
ago. I do
disoriented
not.
underwater myself
All right,
before.
I
Do you ever have
am
problems
going to
finding the surface?
Try and
At Galder
Banana
6419
is
says
out.
water. Nerdismb83 TV
I
says,
don't
how are
want
you
to.
banana tonight? Lalatwipal says, Pete, you should be the next TTS voice.
now hold on.
Halfnium89 says, I remember watching the short and thought it was gonna be brass knuckles.
It is. It's following me.
At
At least it should
Tadanushal
be.
Kid 9489 says,
All
is your
right, let me
camera
see
one
if I
that
can
follows you or?
Switch over
At
to
Jonathan Hernandez
that.
K7.
And there we go. Ooh, I am cold. All right, I have to put this camera. So let's see. I don't know what view I'm on right now. This is the thing. If you guys wanted to see, oh, I knocked over this thing. Oh, now Steve's up on the couch, and I'm doing a stream with no clothes on. This is the thing that you guys have been. That's been filming me all night. So this bottom circle is stable, and this whole top platform. Like if I move this thing, it should be following me. I feel it. Yeah, it's following. Yeah, it's totally. That's what's been following me all night. That is the Simpo M6 auto face tracking camera. Let's see if I can get back to. I can get you guys back on. I think if I press that button. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm putting this thing down.
At Reshirt 7774 says that was an old message. At Jonathan Hernandez K7F8S says hi.
No, that would be really
At Doom Derpy
confusing.
says, so do you have two TTS on one to get
I'm
you
just
here
doing
and
it on the
faster,
slow
and one
slow
slower
speed for
us?
you guys.
At Nerdismb83 says,
Is
how are
there
you
actually a
tonight,
sword
Vanilla?
that's going to come? That's crazy.
Dankmfangel 420 says, I hope the sword gets
Who's
there.
Cassia? And how would I
At
see them?
Subscribeta Halagu
What
I7
am I
says,
sitting
y'all, we
on?
need to send this guy pictures of Cassia. At Matejabron
That's Steve.
3983 says,
Banana
Daddy
is
blanket.
out, having fun.
At Machilkanzi
Oh,
1543
I
says,
hate
where is
horror
Banana?
movies. I don't
At
feel like I
Alan
should be
Bear
doing
D7L
this thing
says, what
with
is
no
your favorite
clothes
horror
on.
movie? Halfnium89 says, thank you.
Hold on. I gotta get that. I gotta get that out of there. What was I gonna say? The chat is going crazy. Like I feel bad hanging up on you guys. I mean, is it weird if I just sit here? I feel like I need to get the towel on me. I didn't bring any clothes up here with me. Do I have any clothes? I do have one shirt. I do have one shirt up here. I can go grab it in a second. Put the side view on. Let me put this towel down so I'm not sitting on the, putting my wet ass on the couch. And if I go over here and I reach, guess you guys know what shirt I have handy in this office where I do all my work. You'll be able to tell in a second. You'll probably know you'll recognize it. How am I going to get it over my head though with the hat? I'm going to have to stretch it over. Oh, there we go. If it's all stretched out in the next video, you know what happened. There we go. Yeah, I felt weird doing the thing with. I felt a little weird doing
Says a little bit to
doing
your right. At Sunshine 3914 says, Steve is the dog.
about everything.
Dankmfangel 420 says, thank you, Magoo. I lived
Yep,
in Cali.
any
and they are
unboxing
anal.
video gives you the address.
Magoo says,
All right,
check
well,
one of his
hopefully.
unboxing vids. The info should be there. Matched Fox says, you're in frame good now.
What?
At Creamy 1988 says, I don't know if Pete will
I'm
answer
glad.
me, but how old is
I'm
Pete?
glad I
Looks good either
still
way, no
look
homo.
good. At
Steve's
Steve's right here.
Love your content. At ScreenTube 11
Steve
says,
is on the side view. You should be able. That's Steve's head right there. I don't think you guys can see him in the horizontal view. Maybe you can. I think you should be able to. If I switch over to the view.
At Reshirt
Hey Dank, are we
says lol. Dankmfangel 420 says, thank you, Magoo.
they're connected to
At
buttons.
Zach Williams
Yeah,
7331
po.
says, how do you know which camera you're using?
Thank you.
At Tifra says, pee po po.
I just
At
got out of the
Derpy
pool.
says, Sig Toga man lol. At 420
Wouldn't make any
Fernand
sense if you
says,
just
why
tuned
you
in
all
just
wet?
right now.
At Yuritsa H4N says, Yuritsa Louis Vano hi.
Well, that one's
Lalatwipal
legal,
says, it's
I
funny
think.
people send you weapons you can't show, but you can
Thank
show that
you.
huge
I
knife
work
lol.
out constantly.
At Thadonushul Alkid 9489
That's how I
says,
stay
Dude's
alive.
Dankmfangel 420 says I take care of my mother, so I wasn't
All
off
right.
air.
I mean, that's 100 people total.
83 says it's just 80 people on YouTube and 25 plus on Twitch.
Thank you. All right. You know, I do think, I don't know how the heck I'm gonna get now that I'm up here. I have to activate the text to speech on my computers and then turn those off. Oh, my outro music it's at the other end of the room. The little button for that is on the other end of the room. I know what camera angles I'm using because there's little buttons. Like if I press this button, it's the side view. What's up, side view? If I press this one, it's the camera directly in front of me. What's up, people in front of me? If I press that one, it's even closer up on my face. What's up, people directly in front of my face? It's for the landscape. If I press this one, I blow things up, and you can still hear me. If I press this one, I get the chat rolling.
Usually shows up.
Different buttons do different things.
Adreshirt 7774 says LeMayo.
Oh, you know what? You know what I can do to get out of here?
1337 says
I think some of you might have seen it last night. Okay, well, he's there. Well, I'm sorry Steve's out of frame. I don't want to stand him up because if he stands up, he's going to start running around. He's going to knock stuff over. What I can do to buy some time for me to get out of here is I can do a full screen share, and then I can play the surfing episode that I played last night, and we'll get out on that. So it was a difficult surf session, but it also featured some dolphins, features me getting my ass kicked, and then it features me triumphing and winning and surfing some cool waves. So if I press 1, 2, that's the screen share with me in the upper corner, but I'll do a full screen share. So I'll play this video for you guys, and then I'll get out of here. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back next Tuesday all by myself. Hold on, well, I'm still here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be back next Tuesday all by myself, and then on Wednesday with Brooks and Banana. Don't forget to follow on Twitch, pretty please, at Pete Gustin, PeteGustin. And then tomorrow's video is going to be about me doing a SpongeBob trailer from years ago, but I get to explain how it happened and how it came about and all that good stuff. So check that out. And for now, you will see me surfing.
Oh my god, how many times did one person get pounded in the face? What, 8?
Logitech gaming software. Logitech gaming software. Logitech gaming software. One running window. Caster Labs caffeinated. Dash. Clar Oriad. One running window. Clar Oriad. One running window. Logitech gaming software. One running window. Pro Tools. Outlook. Logitech gaming software. One running window. Outlook. Type here to search.